Tonight, going up 3-1, Game 4 on the road in Detroit. You lay it on the line, you take this series back to the Garden, and you end it out in style. I need a blowout. I need the Knicks to come out and dominate. Let's start the show, y'all. Let's get into it. Yep, we're back. We're back just like the Knicks are back. And oh, we are back in Detroit for one last game here in the first round. I've never wavered. Knicks in 5 from the beginning. They take a commanding 3-1 lead here this afternoon. I almost said tonight. Here this afternoon, 1 o'clock start time. You know we don't like these early start times, but here we are on a Sunday afternoon. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Mikal Bridges loves these matinee affairs, so I'm expecting a nice big old game from my guy Mikal Bridges. He's going to show up again just like he did the other night, and I'm expecting a big old Deuce McBride game. We have yet to get the Deuce McBride game. We got the campaign game. Anunoby's locked up on Cunningham. Even maybe a Mitchell Robinson night where he truly dominates the boards the way we know he can. He did miss practice yesterday with an illness. He is available here today despite being a game-time decision. So I'm expecting our guys off the bench to step up because we've gotten next to nothing outside of game 1 in that fourth quarter with the campaign explosion. We've got next to nothing off the bench. So JB, Towns, continue to do what you do. Anunoby, continue to do what you do and lock up defensively. Mikal Bridges, come through tonight. I'm going to need you to step up even more. He stepped up. Especially in the last game, I thought his defense was excellent. His offense was there tonight. I'm going to need you to take another step up because I know you can do it. And I need Deuce McBride, Mitchell Robinson off the bench, our 6th and 7th men, to step up. We need them to play. AP Mitchell Robinson is available here tonight. That was just announced, unless they went back and announced that they were wrong and he's not playing. But last I checked, Mitchell Robinson is available to play tonight. Expect a nice heavy dose of the double big lineup, the similar way we got in game 3. Expected a game again here in game 4. It looked like the Knicks may have figured a couple things out against the Pistons. Let's see how they adjust. Cade Cunningham had a rough game the previous one. I almost said a nightmare of a game, but it wasn't a nightmare of a game. It was a rough performance though from him because of the way OG Anunoby's been guarding him, because of the way the Knicks overall have been guarding Cade Cunningham, between Anunoby, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges switching off on him and holding their own against him. A true blue superstar in the making, Cade Cunningham. But one man can't beat you. And Tim Hardaway Jr. thought he could be the other guy to Cade Cunningham. At certain points, Malik Beasley thought he could be. Jalen Duren, he thought he could be. Maybe even a Dennis Schroeder. But I tell you what, not a damn one of them are up to the task of going up against OG Anunoby or Mikal Bridges or Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. The Knicks have far too much talent to go down in a tied series against the Detroit Pistons team. So handle your business tonight. Dominate the way you dominated the other game. Go up by double figures. Don't look back. Don't let this come down to the wire. This Detroit team is tough. They're not going to go down easily, which is why you got to come swinging in haymakers and not stop. Don't stop. Don't take your foot off the gas. Don't take your foot off the neck. And blow them out here tonight. What's popping, everybody? Let's start the dang show. How we feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling solid. Real solid here so far. Drolano, what's up, Drolano? Mike, what's up, Mike? MBM. Lionel Monis, AP. Frank, what's up, Frank? Angela, Roger G. Wall. Fred, what's up, Fred? Ricardo, Paul Dog NYC, my guys, what's popping? Slim Slam, I saw you earlier. What's up, Slim? Jonathan Martinez, what's up, John? Victor Marquez, what's up, Victor? Usual starting lineup for both teams, and once you get into the playoffs, don't expect too many starting lineup shifts from either side. Victor Marquez said, Pistons fans empty the arena because their team lost. Hey, man, leaving the arena when your team is down 3 with possession is crazy. It's absolutely psychotic to do. You paid how much money for those playoff tickets and you're going to leave? Even though your team has the opportunity to come back and tie the game and send it to overtime, you get more basketball, you get more bang for your buck, and you leave? Can't believe Pistons fans. And they dare to say that their Little Caesars Arena compares to Madison Square Garden, to the Garden, the world's most famous arena. MBM reminding people to the thumbs up button early, absolutely, as you're coming in. Please go ahead, hit that thumbs up button. It is by far the best way you can show support to the stream, support the show. I appreciate it, y'all. Let's get to it. They're getting ready for tip-off right now. So normal starting lineup, expect Karl-Anthony Towns to come out firing away the same way he did in Game 3. Hopefully he can get off to a hot start in a similar fashion. I'm expecting a big old donut from Tobias Harris as usual, because that's the Tobias Harris I know and love. I love going against Tobias Harris in the playoffs. That guy sucks. We got Pistons legends and Knicks legends filling in the front row here for both sides. Hey, Hazy said nobody's thinking about fast food pizza arena. Crazy. Look, man, once you sell your soul to a corporation and you give up naming rights to your arena loses all value. Uses all value. They used to be the Palace in Auburn Hills. Now you're Little Caesars Arena? Get out of here. Get them out of here. Up for the tip. The Knicks win it, and we're off and running. Yes, sir. Let's start the show. Come on, Knicks. Chorus of boos. Chorus of boos to start. Brunson has it on the right wing, being guarded by Thompson. Brunson coming to his right to get it inside the Towns. Towns flips it up at the basket, gets it to go down right away. Beautiful play from the Knicks. Got Towns a nice easy look along the right block inside. Over to Tobias Harris. Got it to go nice and easy. Got that shot up quick. Harris has it out top, being guarded by Bridges to get it over to Cunningham. Cunningham coming to his right. They show two. Inside pass to Thompson, being picked up by Josh Hart. Spins. Dribbling it back out on the left wing. Quick crossover to his left, pulling it back out. Good to now defense from the Knicks to get it inside the Harris. He's going to go up, get blocked by Towns already. We're off and running. Hit ahead to Anunoby, putting his head down. Bully ball to the basket, throws it down with two hands. Get off of me, Thompson. Where's my foul call? Where's my foul? Already they're on some nonsense. Cunningham has it up top. Pump fake, gets it over to Hardaway, over to Anunoby. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Duren able to grab it. Josh Hart rips it out of his hands. Towns picks it up. Home run pass to Josh Hart. Full head of steam. Driving it down to the basket. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact again with him and Tobias Harris. No foul. Here comes Cunningham the other way. Shoves it over to Duren. Duren catches, pump fakes, reverse layup, blows it, but he gets his own offensive rebound and putback. And the first basket for Detroit's up on the board. 4-2 to start. 10:30 to go already. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Thompson. They get it over to Hart. Hart up top, being guarded by Duren. They're starting off with Tobias Harris on Towns yet again. We'll see how this works out. Home run pass inside to Anunoby. He dives for it, saves it out to Josh Hart. It was knocked out of his hands, kicks it out. Bridges wide open corner three. Can't get it to go. Would have been a nice silencer to the crowd to start this game early. But here comes Cunningham pushing it the other way. Coming to his left off a Duren screen, dancing with it. Now coming to his right. Driving it down. They show two. Inside pass to Duren, leaves it off to Thompson. And he throws it down with two hands for All-Star Thompson. And it's tied at 4. Brunson stepped in looking for a charge on Duren. He took a dive. But no foul call either way. No fouls. The whistles have not blown yet. They're going to allow these guys to play clearly. Anunoby has it up top, being guarded by Cunningham. They get it over to Towns. Towns up top, being guarded by Harris. He's facing up. Playing out of the high post, looking to get it to somebody. Shoves it over to Anunoby, being guarded by Thompson. I don't really like this matchup, but he's going to settle for the long two. Can't get it to go. Duren with the rebound. Here comes Cunningham pushing it the other way. Cunningham has it up top. He's going to be picked up by Anunoby, coming to his right of the screen. Brunson steps out to guard him. He's going to fire a deep right wing three. Comes up well short on it. Rebound takes a wide angle towards out of bounds as Josh Hart or Tobias Harris can't get to it, and the ball's going to remain with the Knicks. The ball's going to go back to the Knicks. Brunson's going to bring it down. Thompson's going to apply some full court pressure. Somebody come set a screen or get the ball out of his hands, please. They don't, of course. Towns has it up top to get it over to Josh Hart. Now back to Brunson. Brunson gets it out to Towns. Towns up top. Duren switches onto him. Towns coming to his left, putting his head down, puts up a tough floater. Don't love that shot from Towns. One more dribble, big dog. Don't have to force that. They get it over to Harris. Harris goes right into Brunson, puts it up, gets it to go. No foul call again. Brunson looked to take a charge. No charge, no block, no whistles. They're allowing them to play. Detroit takes the lead 6-4. Towns battling Harris in the post, goes up, off glass, gets it to go. He's too big, he's too strong. Said, stop putting a goddamn small forward on me. Keep taking him to the basket, Towns. Cunningham up top, spins to his right, gets caught in the air, almost throws it away. Ball tipped out. Harris lines up a straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Anunoby, good box out, can't grab the rebound, but they do call the foul on Jalen Duren, and the first whistle of the game finally flies. Been a lot of contact for both sides. This time they call the foul on Duren. They're trying to see how far they can get away with the contact right now. Frolian Moreno. What's up, Frolian? Happy to see you, brother. Stopping by to wish New York a good luck. Wish you one of you guys versus the Celtics. Hey, man, good luck against the Pacers, man. That's a tough matchup. Brunson bringing it down here, tied at 6. Brunson has it on the right wing, being guarded by Thompson. Crosses over to his right, rejecting the screen. Inside, beautiful bounce pass to Josh Hart with the reverse layup, gets it to go. Beautiful pass from Brunson. Beautiful cut from Josh Hart along the baseline. Cunningham's going to walk it down the other way. 8-6, a little over 8 minutes to go. Cunningham has it up top, directing some traffic. They get it out to Thompson. Ain't nobody guarding him out on the perimeter. Thompson has it up top, swings it over to Harris in the corner, and he just throws it out of bounds. All-Star Thompson has been in absolute fits during this series. He has no idea what he wants to do right now. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson gets it over to Towns. Towns swings it over to Hart. Hart extra pass to Anunoby. Anunoby going along the baseline. Inside pass to Bridges. Tough catch. He's able to pull it down. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson steps back. Going along the right baseline. Inside the Bridges. Little fall away mid-range jumper. Gets it to go. Again, another beautiful pass from Jalen Brunson. And another beautiful cut. Movement without the ball from Mikal Bridges there. First time was Josh Hart. This time is Bridges. They're moving without the ball very well to start the game. Cunningham has it up top. Crosses over to his left. Gets into the lane, puts up the floater. In and out, and in again for Cade Cunningham's first basket of the game. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Both these teams going back and forth all ready to start. Brunson coming to his right. Has it up top. Driving to his left. Stepping back. Brunson dancing with it. Inside pass to Towns. Puts up the little floater. Rolling on the rim. Can't get it to stay. Towns battling for the rebound. He can't grab it. Duren ends up with it, and he's pushing it the other way. Duren with the ball handling right now. Cross-court pass. Bridges dumps the passing lane. Steals it. Towns over to Bridges. Inside. Anunoby gets the layup. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact as he hit the floor. No foul call. Ball is loose. And they're going to say it's the Knicks. Some helter-skelter play, some physical play at the basket. Again, we've only had one whistle, and there's been a ton of contact on both sides so far. Insane physical game to start. The physicality is up here. This is as physical as a game I've seen all season long, including all the playoff games we've watched. DJ Punchy, what's up, DJ? Vertify, what's up, Vertify? DJ Punchy said, is Hart going to have that game today? A Josh Hart game would feed a lot of families, man. A Josh Hart game would do a lot for the vibes. Score checks. Am I score wrong? Did I give 2 points on the wrong side again? Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, MBM. I think it's 10-8. Let me just change it right there. Let's pull up the box scores anyway. Let's get that ready. It is 10-8. Thank you. Thank you, MBM. Just under 7 to go. Oh, I did it again. Didn't take the 2 points away. There we go. Russell Field, the vet. Bernard Johnson. What's up, everybody? Bernard said, I like seeing what I'm seeing from the New York Knicks. Looking real good. They're looking solid. Looking very solid to start. Again, some foul calls I would like. But, hey, there's physicality on both sides. And if they're going to let both sides play, then let both sides play. Let them play. Let them play. I think the physicality kind of helps the Knicks more than it helps Detroit, if I'm being honest. Only because the Knicks have more physical players that can finish at the basket as opposed to the Pistons, where the physicality really just benefits Cunningham, Duren. That's kind of it, right? NBM said we have to play fast. Yeah, you have to play fast, but smart, right? Obviously, you want to run when you have the opportunities. You want to get a rebound and go when you have the opportunity to do so. But you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're in a track meet against a younger, more athletic team in Detroit, right? Because that benefits Thompson, that benefits Holland more so than it benefits more players on the Knicks. You want to be smart about it as well. Yeah, like I said, Brunson passing, beautiful. His passing has been on point to start the game, right? He had the game 3 where he got the criticism of tunnel vision and hunting his own shot too often. And he's come out tonight. He's already got 3 assists, right? Did a great job moving the ball around in game 3, and he's already off to a fantastic start in game 4, producing similar results. Bernard said, I also like the way Jalen Brunson's playing point guard tonight. Everybody getting into the game. Everybody's getting baskets. I think the only player who hasn't scored is Brunson. Brunson scored? Yeah, the only player who hasn't scored is Brunson. 2 for Josh, 4 for Towns, 2 for Anunoby, 2 for Bridges. Overall, the Knicks are 5 for 11 from the field. They've had their opportunities. Pistons 4 for 9. And everyone on the Pistons have scored except for Hardaway Jr. Funny how that works out. He was the hottest man on the court previous game. Not ready for prime time yet tonight. So I think Detroit challenged this play. They said it was off of the Pistons and the ball is going to go back to the Knicks. I believe the Pistons used their challenge here. And it's hard to tell as they're still reviewing it as we come back from the break. So the Pistons use their challenge and already lose their challenge here early in the game. A silly time to use your challenge there from JB Bickerstaff and the Pistons. They need the level of assistance that the Knicks got on their bench. The Knicks never miss with their challenges. They're very frugal with their challenge. They use it wisely, and the Pistons have already used their challenge up here tonight. Best believe they're going to need it in the fourth quarter. This ain't the regular season, JB Bickerstaff. This is the playoffs. What are you doing using your challenge in the first half of the first quarter on an out-of-bounds play? What are you saving there? What are you saving? Bridges gets it out to Brunson. Here we go. Brunson up top, driving to his right, stepping back, mid-range fall-away jumper for JB, and he gets up on the board. All 5 starters have scored. Cunningham bringing it down against Anunoby, coming to his left, hands it off to Beasley, being chased by Bridges. To get it out to Duren out on the 3-point line. Duren has it up top, coming to his left, hands it off to Cunningham. Cunningham up top, kicks it out. Hardaway lines up a 3 over Brunson. Wide left, barely grazes the rim, finds its way out of bounds. There's nobody able to grab the rebound. And Beasley has checked in for Thompson, and that's who was guarding Brunson on the previous play. And Brunson, when he saw lunch meat, he saw meat. He said, oof, I'm cooking him. He went right to work. They get it into Towns against Harris. On the block, backing him down. He's got no help. Inside, pump fakes, pass fake. Kicks it out. Josh Hart, wide open, straightaway 3, line me up. Josh Hart, straightaway 3, line me up, baby. We're going to get the Josh Hart game. We're going to get it tonight. 15-8. Knicks starting to build some breathing room here. 7-point lead. Cunningham has it up top, coming to it right off the Duren screen. Tried to hit the pocket pass to Duren, but a kickball violation on Towns. Susan said Knicks in 5. What's up, Susan? Absolutely. Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5. We've said it from the jump. We've said it from the jump. Some of y'all had Pistons phobia. Knicks are locking up right now. Pistons will inbound it here. We got a lot of game left, but best believe Knicks are walking out of here. Little Caesars Arena with a 3-1 lead. Cunningham driving it down, spinning to his right, fall away, mid-range jumper off the back rim, can't get it to go. Duren fighting for the rebound, able to grab it, has it up top. Kicks it out to Cunningham, and he just can't hold on to the ball. It's a 3-on-2 fast break for the Knicks. Out to Brunson on the right wing for a 3. They're going to start it for the jumper, and it's going to work out in their favor as Jalen Brunson lines me up on the right wing. And a 10-point lead has opened up for the Knicks. The Pistons trying to push the other way. Tobias Harris misses a little mid-range pull-up jumper, but Jalen Duren right there chasing down the offensive rebound and gets the putback dunk to go. Brunson on the right wing being guarded by Hardaway. He's going to look the dance yet again. He sees red meat, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Anunoby. He catches, pump fakes out the Bridges, back out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart up top, trying to feed it down low to Towns, but there's too many players on that side. Josh Hart throws it away, tried to throw a bullet pass inside to OG Anunoby, and over the top of his head it goes. So an 8-point lead for the Knicks. Detroit's going to get the ball back. Knicks need to take advantage of these opportunities. Defense leading the offense. Angel A1 Jerome, what's up, Angel? Duren has it up top, being guarded by Towns. Hands it off to Cunningham, coming to his left off the handoff. In the mid-range, kicks it out. Schroeder, being guarded by Bridges, driving to his left, pulling it back. Pump fakes, puts it up, banks it in. He was looking for the foul call. Bridges was able to avoid the contact, but he was still able to get it to go. Incredible shot from Schroeder as he's applying some full court pressure to Brunson here. Somebody come up and set a screen for my man JB. Brunson, double behind the back move, driving it down, kicks it out. Josh Hart, another one, line me up again. 2 in a row for Josh Hart. Stop leaving me open. Take your centers off of me. I'm lining you up all night. Cunningham bringing it down the other way. He's looking for an answer. Hesitates, steps back, crosses over to his right, middle of the lane, gets caught in the air, throws a bullet pass to Jalen Duren right through his hands out of bounds. The Knicks are speeding Cade Cunningham up this last game and is going right into tonight. Back-to-back games with Cade Cunningham, the turnovers, all series long, let's be honest, all series long, even the great game 2 that he had, the turnovers have been piling up for Cade Cunningham. 25-26, what's up, 25-26? Jalen Brunson bringing it down the other way. Why does my timer keep stopping? Josh Hart up top to get it over to Robinson, who's just checked in for Towns, and they call a foul. Dennis Schroeder holding on to Jalen Brunson off ball, baby. McBride is also checked in for Bridges. Kay Hazy said Knicks are really playing well, very well so far. 21-12, a 9-point lead. Anunoby gets it in the heart. They get it over to Brunson, being guarded by Schroeder. Brunson coming to his right off the Robinson screen, dancing with it, crosses over to his left. Foul line pull-up jumper for him over Dennis Schroeder. Good defense from Schroeder. Brunson misses a makeable shot, though. Here comes Cade Cunningham bringing it down the other way. Coming to his right off the hesitation, driving it down. Josh Hart knocks it out of his hands. Yet another turnover. McBride, home run pass out to Brunson, throws a lob Anunoby, and he can't get the dunk to go down. Come on, OG. But they're able to save the possession to kick it out McBride. We want 3 points better. We want 3 points better, Deuce. That's what I'm talking about. We're getting the Deuce McBride game. We're getting the Josh Hart game. We've been calling it out. We needed it, and we're getting it. Anunoby, he saw he had the easy dunk, and he said, you know what? I think we want 3 points, more than 2 points, right? 3 is more than 2. So let me just throw this off the backboard. I'm going to save it out to Brunson. Brunson, I know you're going to make the right play. You're going to kick it right back out to McBride for the 3. Reward the man for getting the loose ball and the turnover. We said we wanted a blowout, and it's trending that way. Now, Detroit's a team full of fighters, and the game ain't over yet. We got 4 full quarters to go. We're almost at the end of 1. And they built up a 12-point lead. But like we talked about at the top of the show, it feels like the Knicks may have figured a couple things out in the previous game. Now, it came down to the wire, ended up being a 2-point victory for the Knicks. But for the majority of that game, they led by about 10, right? And it felt like they were figuring a couple of things out. And so far, the way they played in the previous game is carrying over how they're playing right now to start this game. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? No need for Cat to be that aggressive when Duren gets the ball around the 3-point line. We need him in the game. Has he picked up a foul yet? I mean, I feel like the pressure is just allowing the Knicks to do a lot of things. Part of the reason why he's pressuring up that high, Chi-Chi, is because he's doing a lot of handoffs with Cade Cunningham. And if Towns is already up to the ball, when Duren has the ball out by the 3-point line and he hands it off to Cunningham, if Anunoby is trailing behind them and gets caught up on a Duren screen after the handoff, Towns is right there to slide over and hedge, which is obviously the game plan with Towns because you don't want him in drop. You don't want him playing off of Duren. Cunningham gets the handoff, and now he can attack Karl-Anthony Towns and drop. We've seen that all season long. Have him play up to the ball. Have him deny Duren an easy pass over the top. Force him to go to these handoffs. And the Knicks have been defending it well all night long. Or all afternoon long. Roy Valentino, what's up, Roy? Justice's dad got the start we needed. Hart double-double watch on. Hey, man, the triple-double watch might be on for Josh Hart. Does he have an assist yet? He has 1 assist. He's got 2 steals. He's got a rebound. He's got 8 points. Josh Hart's leading us in scoring. But everybody is getting in on the action with the scoring. Justice's dad said a triple-double would be huge. Does Josh Hart have a playoff triple-double? Does he have a playoff triple-double in his career? Tonight would be a great night to get it. Be a great night to get it. MVM said Deuce getting hot. Hart looking for his shot. JB passing, dishing, and swishing. Everybody's in on the action. Everybody's playing perfectly so far. So far, I've got zero qualms with what we're seeing. Hard to have any issues with what we're seeing right now. But Bridges knocked down a midi. Anunoby's missed a couple of easy ones he should have had. I think he's missed 2 or 3 layups already. He's 1 for 4. So that's something they can clean up a little bit more. Towns has 4. They're getting him the ball, but they're not force-feeding it to him. Brunson with 5 points, 5 assists already for JB. Oh, my goodness. Josh Hart with 2 steals and a block already, along with 8 points, being our leading scorer. You got to love it. You got to love it. All right, here we go. Build on the lead now. Build on it. Dennis Schroeder bringing it down against McBride. The Knicks with McBride, Brunson, Hart, Anunoby, and Robinson. Schroeder has it up top. Coming to his right off the Paul Reed screen. Paul Reed is checked in for Duren. Schroeder gets it over to Beasley. Beasley driving it down on Brunson. Scoop layup off the glass. Can't get it to go. Robinson came over to contest it, and Paul Reed was right there for the offensive rebound and two-handed slam putback. 10-point lead for the Knicks. Brunson bringing it down. 5 offensive rebounds for Detroit to start. Only 1 for the Knicks. So something to clean up, a negative there. Knicks got to clean up their rebounding to start. Brunson coming off the screen, catches it on the right wing. He's going to quick catch and fire off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Beasley's able to grab it out of Anunoby's hands. Here comes Schroeder pushing it the other way. Schroeder has it on the left wing. Cunningham looking for early offense. Cross-court pass. Beasley catches, puts it up over Anunoby. Comes up short. Josh Hart with the rebound. And here comes Jalen Brunson pushing it the other way. Beasley, after a hot game 1 from him, has cooled off in this series. Brunson puts up a tough floater off glass over Paul Reed. Gets that one to go. My goodness, JB. Tough one-legged floater off glass. Harris has it up top. Anunoby switches onto him. Harris picks up his dribble. Not where you want to be right now in this series. Hands it off to Beasley. Beasley coming to his right. Anunoby switches onto him. They throw it in the post. Tobias Harris being guarded by Brunson. They show 2. Tobias Harris step back, mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. And they knock the rebound away from Paul Reed. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. Brunson has it on the right wing, being guarded by Dennis Schroeder. They're looking to post up Anunoby. They kick it out to Josh Hart. Inside pass to Anunoby. Anunoby knocks the ball loose. But the Pistons pick it up. Here comes Tobias Harris pushing it the other way. Harris kicks it out. Dennis Schroeder on the left wing. He pump fakes, coming to his right of the screen. Over the top pass to Harris. Catches. Brunson wraps him up and fouls him purposely to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Good offense from the Pistons. Good decision from Brunson to just use the foul up there and send him to the foul line. Knock down 2 free throws instead of getting an easy layup. Yak said, we got 6 points off of missed layups. Yeah, they missed some layups. They missed some layups. Anunoby, I think, missed 2 of them. Josh Hart missed 1 of them. So that's 6 points they should have up on the board there. Tobias Harris at the foul line, knocks down the first one. Justice's dad said, Cat with the wild shots under the hoop is the only thing off. Yeah, he's being aggressive. They brought a double team over. He still shot the hook shot over him and missed that one. But I like the aggressiveness, though. Sometimes you need to throw up a wild contested shot in the paint just to let them know, like, I'm going to be here. You're going to have to bring over help because I'm going to put that shot up. Sometimes you have to put that shot up. Josh Hart has it on the left wing. Gets it over to Robinson. Robinson up top. Gets it out to McBride. Good now defense from the Pistons. McBride over to Josh Hart, being guarded by Harris. Josh Hart jab step. Coming to his right. He's going to put up another 3. Comes up short on that one. Robinson fighting for it, keeping it alive. Gets the offensive rebound. Puts it up. Can't get it to go, but he draws the foul. Paul Reed's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Big Mitch, knock these 2 free throws down. I'm hitting the lights. If Mitchell Robinson hits 2 free throws in a row, I'm hitting the lights, y'all. Mitchell Robinson already getting some good minutes off the bench, doing what he does best, grabbing offensive rebounds. If he knocks these 2 free throws down, I'm hitting the lights, y'all. I'm hitting them. Robinson at the line. He shot free throws well when he came back from the injury. Clearly something he worked on while he was out. Knocked this first one down. Comes up short. God damn it, Mitch. Knicks still holding on to a 10-point lead, though, 26-16. I didn't give Tobias Harris his other free throw. My bad. My bad, Tobias. My bad. Lionel said, let's win this at home. Magic upset the Celtics. Next series, Knicks Magic. Would be crazy. I think the league would be very upset that they would miss out on a Knicks-Celtics series in the playoffs, but Robinson misses 2 free throws. Came up short on both of them. Come on, Big Mitch. Schroeder bringing it down. Up top, crossing over to his right off a double screen. McBride does a great job of staying in front of him. Doesn't allow him to turn that corner. Kicks it out to Beasley. Beasley being chased by Brunson. He's driving to his left, putting it down on the floor. Gets caught in the air, saves it out to Paul Reed. Paul Reed stuck with it in the paint. Can't get it out to anybody. Gets it out to Harris. Harris walks into a pull-up 3 over Towns. Can't get it to go. Wild a rebound was available there. Brunson able to chase it down. Josh Hart, good box out on Ron Holland. Brunson coming to his right. Gets a wide open look on the pull-up 3s. They go under it. Don't go under it. He can't get it to go. Robinson grabs the offensive rebound, but tries to save it in bounds, goes right to Schroeder. Schroeder pushing it, no-look pass. Tobias Harris to the basket, gets grabbed by McBride. They're going to send him to the foul line again. Not a great end to the half here. Not a great end to the half here. But the defense in the half court has been stifling. Again, this is why you don't want to get in a track meet with the Pistons. They got the younger, faster, more athletic players. Tobias Harris at the foul line. 2 more free throws. He just hit 2 in a row. Make that 3 in a row as he knocks down the first one here. He's got 1 more coming. Mike said, we need to keep playing the boards and get the rebounds. Yeah, the rebounding has been an issue so far here in the first quarter. It's probably the main thing that you can point to and say, okay, they need to clean that up. Tobias Harris hit 3 in a row, make that 4 in a row as he knocks down these 2 free throws there, making it an 8-point game. 38 seconds to go. Get it into Brunson. Brunson's going to bring it down. Towns has checked back in. Brunson bringing it down against Dennis Schroeder. Coming to his left. Brunson, in and out dribble, coming to his left, blows by the defense. A lot of contact, puts up a floater. Where's my foul called? No foul called. Josh Hart with an offensive rebound after they kept it alive. Kicks it out, McBride, another one. Can't get that one to go. Robinson fighting for it. Ball still loose. Josh Hart picks it up. Kicks it out. McBride gets the fingertips on it. Saves it. Out to Brunson. Brunson grabs it, bringing it down. Kicks it out, Towns. Towns left corner 3, line me up. After all of that, line me up, Towns. Battling on the boards. Robinson, Towns, and Josh Hart being them up inside. Love to see it. Love to see it. 5 seconds to go. Schroeder's going to drive it down against McBride. Inside pass to Thompson. Goes up, blows the layup. Towns snatches the rebound. No, they call the foul. They call the foul. Thompson's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Or is that Ron Holland? Confusing the 2 young guys. Ron Holland is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. The Knicks with an 11-point lead. Need 1 miss. I want to go into the second quarter with a double-digit lead. I need 1 miss out of Ron Holland. Knocks down the first one. He was perfect from the foul line in the previous game. I need 1 miss, Ron Holland. I need 1 miss. NBM said missed shots contributed to their pace. Yeah, I mean, you miss more than you make, though. Right? You're going to hit around 50%, maybe a little less, and Ron Holland misses the second one. That's what I'm talking about. I needed a missed free throw. I want to go into the second quarter with a 10-point lead. It's very important for me. Very important for me. Knicks hit 5 threes in that quarter, and it felt like they left a couple of points at the basket with a couple of missed layups, right? Kay Hazy said going after those rebounds, I love it. Robinson looks locked in, right? We talked about how Robinson wasn't great in the last game. He was all right. He wasn't terrible, right? He wasn't unplayable or anything in the previous game, but he wasn't the Robinson we know. Like Paul Reed was coming in, grabbing offensive rebounds over him, and it's like, that's not Mitch. Mitch is a fantastic rebounder. That's not him. And tonight he looks locked in. He looks like maybe they showed him some tape, and they were like, Mitch, this dude think he's better than you. Robinson seems like he's taking it personal because so far coming out, he's got, 3? Let's go through the box score. Let's just go right to the box score. Ooh, not that one. The box scores. There we go. 29-19 is our end of the first quarter score. Everybody who's played has scored except for Mitchell Robinson, who missed his one layup attempt and missed 2 free throws. Come on, Big Mitch. He's got 3 boards, all of them offensive. Very Mitchell Robinson stat line. 3 rebounds, all of them offensive rebounds. Love to see it. Love to see it. 7 points for Towns, 7 points for Brunson, 8 points for Josh Hart. 2 for Anunoby, 2 for Bridges. Wing stop right now. We need Bridges and Anunoby to step up offensively a little bit more. I assume we're going to get it. I'm really not worried about it. We got McBride 3 early in the game. Love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. Nobody else has played yet. Expect Campaign and Shamit to start the second quarter. Hopefully they can give us something. Give us something. Yak said up 10, could be 15. Let's go. You're right, Yak. You're right. You pointed out earlier, too. They had 6 points that they left at the basket with wide open layups that they could have had. Even Robinson. Give me one more point for Robinson at the foul line. He's a 50% three-point shooter. He's 0 for 2. So even if he hits one of those free throws, they're up 17 points at the end of the first quarter if they get there. The thing that's most impressive after that first quarter, they held them to 19 points. Very good. Very good defense to start. All right. As for Detroit, Cunningham has 2 points. He's 1 for 3. Got 2 turnovers. They've sped him up. He looks all over the place right now. Tobias Harris with his 4 free throws. They got him to the line. Thompson has 2. Schroeder has 2. It kind of feels like they're just kind of surviving right now, the Pistons, after that first quarter. So hopefully the Knicks can keep their foot on the gas and continue that play going into the second quarter. Don't allow anybody to build confidence in the last game. The Knicks probably could have blown out the Pistons in the last game if Tim Hardaway Jr. doesn't catch fire in that game. So far tonight, he's 0 for 2 from 3. Beasley is 0 for 1 from 3 and 0 for 2 from the field. So the Knicks playing it very well. Playing it very well for the 2 players who are kind of heat check players. Outside of game 1, Beasley's been bad. And outside of game 1, was it game 1 and game 2 for Tim Hardaway Jr.? No, it was game 1 and game 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. was all right in game 1. He was awesome in game 3. He was bad in game 2. He's been bad again here tonight. So here we go. Pistons trying to inbound to the Knicks, applying full court pressure. Campaign, again, almost causes a 5-second violation. The Knicks are applying full court pressure right now. I love it. I love it, Campaign. And they changed the call. Ball's going back to the Knicks. And just like game 1 where Campaign came in and caused a turnover in the opening possession of the fourth quarter, Campaign comes in and causes a turnover in the opening possession of the second quarter. They get it into Bridges. They kick it out to Robinson. The Knicks come out with Bridges, McBride, Payne, as Bridges all the way to the basket, scoop lay, but the right hand can't get it to go. Harris with the rebound. They come out with McBride, Bridges, Payne, Robinson, and Towns. The double big lineup in full effect right now. Tobias Harris, mid-range pull-up jumper over Towns, comes up short. Towns with the rebound. And here comes Campaign. I like the energy Campaign's come out with, all ready to start. Payne has it up top. Justice's dad said 8 assists, right on course for 30. Love it. Towns gets fouled by Tobias Harris. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, playing with it out of the high post. Tobias Harris cannot guard Karl Anthony Towns. Mike said, take us to the win, Cat and Rob. Playing very well. Playing very well. Fred, Pistons are non-existent. You love to see it. You love to see it. Yak said, holding Detroit scoring down again. Absolutely. Defense needs to lead your offense. Defense needs to be the thing that gets this team going. We've talked about it all season, right? And they slowly crept up as the season went on. Towns knocked down the first free throw. They started off very bad, like 25th ranked defense in the league to start the season, and they slowly crept up to about average. I think they ended the year at 13 or something like that, but they were hovering around 15 majority of the second half of the year. The defense obviously ticked up when Robinson came back and Brunson got hurt. So we were forced to play more good defenders and less bad defenders, but having those guys available allows you to play a much more versatile defensive lineup. Towns knocks down both free throws, back to a 12-point lead for the Knicks. Schroeder has it up top. Being guarded by McBride. Good ball denial from the Knicks. He got nobody to get it to. They get it over to Beasley, being guarded by Bridges. Beasley coming to his left off the Duran screen. Pass fake. Gets caught in the air. Gets it out to Harris. Shot clock winding down. Driving it down. Runs right into Towns. Just throws it up at the basket. And a shot clock violation. Talk about the defense, man. Defense absolutely locked in right now. 8 turnovers for the Pistons. Quick head McBride on right wing 3. Can't get that one to go. I would have went crazy. Pistons falling asleep there. They don't look locked in right now. Schroeder gets it over to Holland. Holland's going to drive it in on Robinson. Kicks it out to Beasley. Beasley being guarded by Payne. Good defense from Campaign. Beasley trying to get open from 3. Payne stands him up defensively. He gets all the way to the basket. And he gets a righty layup to go. Can't let him blow by you like that, Campaign. Somebody got to step in there, too. Between Towns and Robinson, whoever was there, somebody got to step in. It looked like it was Robinson. McBride's going to drive it down along the baseline. Slips and falls. Saves it out the Bridges. Gets it over to Towns. Towns on the left wing being guarded by Harris. Towns driving to his left. A lot of contact. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Robinson fighting for the rebound. Can't keep it alive. There was a little push in the back. Robinson signaling to the official, but they're allowing them to play down low. Beasley walking it down against Robinson. A pull-up 3 over Mitch. Comes up well short. Long rebound. Schroeder able to grab it. They get it back out to Beasley. Beasley another 3. Comes up short on that one again. Campaign had it and lost it. Come on, Cam. They get it out to Schroeder. Schroeder catches, pump fakes over to Holland. Holland walks with it. Where's my travel? But Towns, or Campaign, one of them came up with the steal. And here come the Knicks pushing it the other way. 10-point lead for the Knicks. We're trying to get it past 10. It's been stuck at 10 for a while. Towns has it up top. Now over to Bridges. Bridges in the high post. Being guarded by Schroeder. They get it over to Bridges. Schroeder faces up. Cross-court pass. McBride lines up a left wing 3. Can't get that one to go. He's had some open looks. He knocked down his first one of the game. I thought we were going to get the Deuce McBride game. He's been breaking them since. Come on, Deuce. Getting open looks. I need a 3, Deuce. I need another one. Schroeder has it up top to get it over to Duren. Duren hands it off to Beasley. Beasley coming off the screen. Puts up yet another 3. In and out on that one. Can't get it to go. Towns with another rebound. Here comes Deuce McBride. McBride pushing it down. McBride has it on the right wing being guarded by Beasley. McBride coming to his left off the Robinson screen. He got a wide open lane of the basket. He was going up to throw it down with one hand, and they call a foul, and Ron Holland is going to send Deuce McBride to the foul line. I like the aggressiveness from McBride. Said the 3-point shot's not going down. Get me a lane to the basket, Mitch. Good screen from Robinson. I'm going to drive it down and try and throw it down. And the crowd is upset, saying it was a clean block. He got his elbow in McBride's face. It's a foul. He got it clean up top on the hand. He got his hand on the ball, but his elbow made contact with McBride's head. That's where the foul is. So whether they had a challenge or not was not going to go their way if they elected it to use it there. McBride knocks down the first free throw. Thank you, Deuce. Cade Cunningham checking back in. Detroit is 0 for 10 from three-point range here tonight. Led by Malik Beasley, who has yet to hit a 3. He's had some decent looks, kind of forcing it right now. Malik Beasley comes off the court sitting at 0 for 4 from 3, 1 for 6 from the field overall. McBride knocks down both of his free throws. Thank you, Deuce. A little over 9 minutes to go. 33-21 here in the second quarter. Duren has it up top, dancing with it. Coming to his left. Anunoby checks in for Robinson, by the way. Anunoby denying the ball to Cunningham. Cunningham finally gets it, coming to his left. Pocket pass to Duren. Duren kicks it out to Holland. They leave Holland wide open. He doesn't want to shoot it. Driving it down against Josh Hart. Gets caught in the middle of the lane. Tries to get it over to Duren. Ball's knocked loose. Holland picks it up. He's under the basket. Knocked out of his hands again. And another shot clock violation. Slap that head, ref. Slap that head, brother. I need slap your head type of defense. Shot clock violations. I need slap your head type of defenses. McBride has it up top being guarded by Schroeder. They get it over to Towns. Towns on the left wing being guarded by Duren. No Tobias Harris on the court. Towns has it out on the perimeter, dribbling it down, and Ron Holland pulls it out of his hands. And Ron Holland trying to get into it with Karl-Anthony Towns, and Cade Cunningham comes in and shoves, full force shoves Ron Holland away from Karl-Anthony Towns, and Ron Holland was upset about something, was standing over Towns, and Cade Cunningham is like, stop. What are you doing? This is the playoffs. You gonna give them free points by picking up dumb technicals right now? Great move from Cade Cunningham. Great move from Cade Cunningham. AP reminding people of the like button. Absolutely. If you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the like button, I'd very much appreciate if you go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. We're celebrating a Knicks victory tonight. We're on our way. They call the transition take foul on Towns. They're reviewing it for a potential hostile act. Let's see the replay. Towns slips and falls. Towns and Holland, just like the commentator said, looked like they got tangled up. Towns got stripped by Holland. Holland very young and emotional. First playoff series. He hasn't had too many opportunities. Starting to get a little bit of burn starting in the last game. Continuing in here tonight. But I don't think he's made a basket. I think all of his points come from the foul line. And he's already been frustrated in this game with a couple of turnovers. He's had no open looks. Refusing to shoot it from three right now, indicating a lack of confidence. Comes up with a nice play, coming up with a steal on Towns on the dig down. Strips the ball, gets fouled. The transition take foul. At least that's what they call on the court right now. And the refs going to the monitors to look, see whether or not they're going to give handout technicals, or maybe they'll call it flagrant, which I don't think it's a flagrant. Guys clearly just got tangled up. Hey, Hazy said Holland needs anger management. I mean, this isn't tough guy stuff. This is just a young kid being extremely emotional and not being in control of his emotions right now. You know what I mean? Like, relax, brother. Relax. You've done nothing in the series so far. Stay on the court, my man. Make an impact. Right? No technicals. Transition take foul on Towns. Moving on. $8:37 to go here in the second. A free throw and possession of the ball for Detroit after the transition take foul. Hardaway will take the free throw. Hardaway misses a free throw. Ball does not lie, ref. Where's my technical foul? Ball does not lie. So Cunningham's going to bring it down now. Let's resume some basketball. Get it over to Hardaway. Hardaway, back to Cunningham. High post on the left wing, being guarded by Anunoby. He's going to back him down. Back him down. Half spin. Fall-away jumper over OG. Well contested. Didn't matter. Cade Cunningham, nice fall-away jumper from him. Finally got a basket to go down. Bridges gets it into Josh Hart. They're applying some full-court pressure. They get it back to Bridges. Bridges is going to bring it down. Bridges has it up top. Coming to his left. Spinning, kicks it out to Towns. Towns is going to line up a three. Duren doesn't come out to contest all the way. Josh Hart fighting for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by the Pistons. It's going to remain with the Knicks. Great hustle from Josh Hart to keep possession alive for the Knicks there. Keenahara, what's up, Keenahara? Keenahara said, I'm calling trouble. We should be up 20. They should. They should. Get it into Anunoby. He's going to line up a left corner three up the inbounds, hit the side of the backboard. Knicks keep it alive, though. Out to Towns. He's going to line up a three. Can't get that one to go. Bridges, another offensive rebound, kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby driving to his left along the baseline. Gets fouled by Cade Cunningham. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. That's what I'm talking about. The three not going down for OG. The perimeter shot not going down. Let me put my head down. Remind myself that I'm a 6'8", 240-pound demon. Let me get myself to the basket. Nice foul. Nice ability to draw the foul there. And it's a good one to draw because it's on Cade Cunningham. Right? It's a good foul because on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. Nobody in foul trouble. Everybody with one on the Pistons side and everybody with one on the Knicks side. And again, we talked about it at the start of the game. They're allowing the physicality. Not a lot of whistles being blown. So, expectedly, nobody really in foul trouble to start, which you love to see. Robin Schroll, what's up, Robin? Gigi said Knicks should be up 20 to 25 points. Hey, man, it's playoff basketball. Sometimes teams hang around, especially when you're close in proximity to them in terms of your team level. Cunningham driving it down. The Knicks should be higher, but we've talked about and they call a foul on OG Anunoby as he's trying to guard Cade Cunningham out on the perimeter. It's a solid Pistons team. They're down some guys. They're down Ivy. They're down Stewart. They're still solid. They got some ballers. Brunson finally checks back in, and they've been rocking with a 12-point lead for a majority of the game. They went up by 10 about halfway through the first, and they've been rocking around 10 since then. Incapable of extending the lead so far. Let's see with Jalen Brunson subbing back in if they're going to be able to do that. Cunningham has it up top, dancing with it around the screen. Coming to his left to kick it out Hardaway. Stumbles with the pass, finally catches it and puts it up, and he knocks down a three. Not great. Not great. Back to a 9-point game. Brunson bringing it down against Thompson, who's checked back in, applying some full court pressure. And Towns does a great job of setting some screens for him so he can calmly bring the ball down. Brunson fakes the handoff to Josh Hart, and he keeps it. He's being guarded by Hardaway now. Brunson has not made a single pass here. Finally kicks it out to Towns. Towns catches, pump fakes, driving to his left, blown by Duren, goes up, blows the layup, but gets his own offensive rebound, and the putback for Karl-Anthony Towns. There you go. There you go. Here comes Cunningham bringing it down. Anunoby's going to pick him up again on the right wing. A pull-up three for Cade Cunningham. They gave him space, but he can't connect. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Karl-Anthony Towns as they can't hold on to it. Good effort from All-Star Thompson to keep that possession alive for the Pistons. 11-point lead for the Knicks. Eamon Owis, what's up, Eamon? Timeout for the Pistons. Want to talk a couple of things over. MBM said orange distance is the game plan. Yeah, I mean, in the playoffs when you're playing a good team, you know, it's not like the Knicks are playing the Heat or the Grizzlies or a bad team like that, you know. You even look at the Celtics series against the Magic. You know, those aren't blowouts. Those are very close games. Magic are a decent team, right? You got to keep them an arm's distance away. Got to keep them an arm's distance away, right? If we go back and we look, at the scores the last 2 days that the Knicks haven't played. Yesterday, was games all day. And there were games all day. These are not the ones I want to look at. But look at this Heat team. Trash. Terrible. Horrific. ESPN, can you get the ads out of here? Right? Heat Cavaliers, this is a non-series. Heat are a joke. They're a joke of a team, right? Thunder ended up being the Grizzlies by 2. John Moran got hurt. That one's over. Nuggets won on a buzzer beater against the Clippers. We know that's the best series in the first round so far. Warriors ended up being the Rockets, a young Rockets team. They go up 2-1. But if we go back to Friday, that's when the Magic, a little bit of an upset being the Celtics. No Drew Holiday in that game. But if we go through all of their games, 109-100, 103-86. First game was a bit of a blowout, but that opened up towards the end in the fourth quarter. The whole game all the way through has been close, and Banchero's been going off. Even Wagner in the last game ended up with 32. These games are going to be close, man. These games are going to be close. When you're playing a good, strong team, even Orlando, it's missing a point guard. They've got no shooting, and they're able to go toe-to-toe with the Celtics and make it difficult for them. Celtics are going to end up winning that series. In a similar vein, the Pistons, I would say, are better than the Magic, and the Knicks aren't as good as the Celtics. And so when you put the Knicks versus the Pistons in a playoff series, it's going to be close. But the Knicks should be able to win it in 5. Keep them an arm's distance away. Shade, what's up, Shade? It's the goal. It's the goal. And then hopefully you can open it up at some point if you go on a nice big run. Harris said that line sums up the Grizzlies the last 5 years. Ja got hurt. I mean, there's been a lot going on with John Morant. There's been a lot. And we'll leave it at that. He may not be long for Memphis, man. He may be wearing out his welcome. Harris said, what are you talking about, the Bucks thing? The Bucks? I don't even mention the Pacers-Bucks series, but the Bucks do stink, which is why I wanted to play them in the first round. I agree with you, Keenan. The Bucks stink. Outside of Giannis, Giannis is averaging like 38, 15, and 7 in that series, and it's not even remotely close to being enough. They've got literally nothing else on that team. Gigi said, Detroit's 1 for 10 from 3. The Knicks should have a larger lead. We all know the Pistons are going to make a run at some point. We have to take them out of their misery early. This is the playoffs, brother. Take that regular season. Oh, you're 1 for 10 from 3. You should be up more. Take that regular season nonsense out of it. This is the playoffs, brother. This is the playoffs. You see how physical this game is? The Knicks should have a larger lead. They've left some shots on the table, like we talked about earlier. They should have at least 6 points off of missed layups in that first quarter alone. Knicks have their starting 5 back out there. Cunningham, Schroeder, Hardaway Jr., Duren, and Thompson. Their starting 5 is out there. It's both teams looking to end this first half of their starting lineups. Oh, Schroeder's out there. Excuse me. Schroeder walks into a mid-range pull-up jumper, comes up well short, long rebound, finds its way out the Kate Cunningham for a straightaway 3 off the back rim, can't get it to go. Josh Hart skies for a rebound, and here comes Brunson pushing it the other way. Brunson has it on the right wing, being guarded by Hardaway. Backing him down, kicks it out. Josh Hart, extra pass to Anunoby, knocked out of bounds by Cunningham. Good defense from him, good hands. Keenan Hart said, Giannis is great, Bucks think. I've never seen a player average 38, 15, and 7 in a series, and his team has no shot of winning it. It's crazy. It's crazy. They get it into Towns against Thompson. He's putting his head down, attacking, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Josh Hart grabs an offensive rebound, and he slips and falls, fighting for it. It's going to be a jump ball. I believe Hardaway is the guy who went down there. It is. Hardaway and Josh Hart for the jump ball. Towns was there to grab the offensive rebound. Josh Hart went up and kind of stole it from him. Let me see the replay. I mean, Josh Hart's battling. He didn't realize Towns was there, right? Yeah, Josh Hart was there. Towns was also there. I mean, Josh Hart, Towns shouldn't have came into him that way, but he was pursuing the ball. I mean, it's just a bang-bang play. MBM said Detroit will start desperately shooting in a minute. I mean, Beasley already kind of went to that to end the first quarter, and or to start the second quarter, and he was kind of jacking threes up, and he couldn't hit one. You know, at some point he'll hit a 3 because he's too good of a shooter, which is why I agree with Chichi in that, like, you should have a larger lead, but an arm's distance away for now is where you want to be. Tim Hardaway Jr. wins the tip, and they call a loose foul on OG Anunoby. Come on, refs. Now we're going to start calling little ticky-tack fouls? Come on, man. Is that 2 fouls on OG now? Can't have OG getting into foul trouble. Can't have it. OG, that's his second foul. Little ticky-tack foul. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Cunningham bringing it down. 6 minutes to go. Halfway through the second quarter. Cunningham up top. Mid-range pull-up jumper. No, passes it off to Hardaway at the last second. They run him up the line. Mid-range jumper from him off glass. Misses the rim entirely. Towns able to grab the rebound. Quick outlet to Bridges. Bridges bringing it down. No look pass to Josh Hart. Josh Hart under the basket. Kicks it out. Brunson catches. Pump fake. Over to Towns. Extra pass. Bridges wide open. Corner 3. Line me up. Can't get that one to go. Anunoby an offensive rebound, though. Back to Bridges for another 3. Misses the rim entirely on that one. Throws up an air ball. Come on, Knicks. Towns hit the floor in the other end, so it's a 5-on-4. Cunningham bringing it down. Coming to his left. Driving it down inside to Thompson. Thompson goes up. Gets blocked by Bridges. And he gets it over to Anunoby. And now they get it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's going to drive it down, put his head down, attack Hardaway. A lot of contact, throws it up, can't get it to go, but he draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. I love the aggressiveness. Mikal Bridges saving what would have been an easy dunk by getting the block on All-Star Thompson. That's what I'm talking about, Bridges. The shot not going down, but let me make it back up on defense. Love it. Love it. B. Will, what's up, B. Will? If they can maintain this lead or get to 15, it's where they should be. I agree with you, B. Will. I agree with you. Maintaining the lead is the most important thing. After that, the next important thing is to build on the lead. But in the playoffs, you need to maintain the lead as Josh Hart misses a free throw. Come on, guys. Can't be missing free throws here tonight. Slim Slam said, make them believers, Josh. Just knock down this next one for me, please. Robinson checks in for Towns. Towns looked like he was huffing and puffing, and Josh Hart misses 2 free throws? Come on, Josh. And they call an offensive foul on All-Star Thompson as Brunson draws the offensive foul. Thompson getting too physical, trying to establish position in the low post. And Detroit, they panned over to a Detroit Pistons fan, and he was disgusted in the call. Let's see the replay. Yeah, Thompson runs right into Brunson, puts two hands on him, gives him a little push. Brunson takes a dive. You know. But they called two ticky-tack fouls on OG. They called a little ticky-tack foul there on Thompson. All right. Ref's trying to make it up a little bit. Maybe they're trying to clean up some of the physicality right now. I kind of like the way the game is being officiated, though, for the most part. Brunson has it up top, dancing with it, coming to his right, steps back. Step back three for JB on the right wing, splashes it nothing but net. Oh my goodness, Jalen Brunson, a 14-point lead has opened up for the Knicks with under 5 to go here in the second quarter. Cunningham has it on the right wing, coming to his left. Bridges switches onto him. Bridges has defended him well in the last game. Let's see if he's going to continue to do that here tonight. Coming to his left off another screen. Bridges stays with him. Inside to Thompson. Thompson catches down low, puts it up, off glass. Can't get it to go, but they call the foul. Jalen Brunson is going to send Thompson to the foul line for 2 free throws. I need at least one missed free throw from All-Star Thompson here at the line. Give me at least one. NBM said acting classes are expensive in New York City, and he's using up every bit of knowledge he gained from them acting classes, NBM. Every bit of knowledge JB gained from them. Thompson's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Missed at least one of them. Knocks down the first one. Keenhar said, players are not reading the room. Officials needed to cool it off after the Holland hostility. Great point, Keenhar. I completely forgot about the Holland hostility, so clearly they're going to try and cut down on some of the physicality. I do think, despite some of those little ticky-tack fouls, I do think for the most part that they've officiated a very good game. They came out. It was very obvious from the jump that they were going to allow these guys to play, and for the most part, they've done that. And outside of the Ron Holland situation, I think that it's going to continue to go that way. Thompson knocks down both free throws, unfortunately. I needed at least one miss. Josh Hart's going to bring it down. See, I love it. Just somebody come back in the backcourt, and they hit over to Bridges. Bridges wide open in the corner. Nobody guarding him. He comes up short on it. Towns comes flying in for the rebound. And it's Detroit ball. I thought they were going to call a foul. No foul. Detroit basketball. I thought the official signaled for a foul call. He didn't. Signaled Detroit ball. So Harris has it on the right wing. They show two. Harris is going to walk it in against Bridges. Goes right into him. Loses it. Ball still loose. Harris picks it back up. Steps through. Puts up the floater. Gets swatted out of there by Karl Anthony Towns. And I think they called the goaltend. They did call a goaltend. It was a goaltend. I thought they were going to leave it at a block, but it was a goaltend. Ball was on the way down. Bridges hit ahead to Towns on the left wing. Towns is going to look to attack early. Spins to his left. Down low. Scoop layup with the right hand. Got it to go. My goodness. Through the contact. Tough finish with the reverse layup on the other side. Cunningham trying to push it the other way. They get it over to Harris. Harris driving it down. Ball knocked out of his hands. Brunson picks it up. Over to Bridges. Bridges down the lane. Gets blocked by Cade Cunningham. Brunson able to chase down the loose ball. Great defense from Cunningham. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby on the right wing. Jab step three. That's going in. Jab step three. Can't get it to go down. Loose ball. Fight for it. Harris comes up with it. Here comes Cunningham. Cunningham pushing it the other way. Cunningham has it up top. And he's saying, slow it down. It's a 12-point game. We're still in this. Cunningham has it on the left wing, being guarded by Bridges. Driving it down against Bridges. Leaning in. Goes up. Puts up the floater. Airballs it. Great defense from Bridges. Good help from Anunoby on the other side. No look pass from Bridges over to Josh Hart. He's going to go up. Ton of contact. Gets fouled by Tobias Harris. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. And Josh Hart pops right back up after a tough foul from Tobias Harris. Got knocked out of the air. Tobias Harris doing a great job allowing no layups. Went for the ball, went for the block, just got a lot of arm. Sending Josh Hart to the foul line. Hart took a tough fall. But it's just like Josh Hart to pop right back up after landing flat on his back. Josh Hart at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Gigi said, what is Bridges doing, costing us a bunch of points for sure? Brother, have you watched this man play defense? Are you watching only one side of the court, Chi-Chi? Come on, brother, put your glasses on. I told you to. You got to go see the optometrist before the playoffs started, man. Put your glasses on. I need you to watch the game along with us, Chi-Chi. His defense has been spectacular. He got to knock down some threes. I agree with you about that. He got to knock down some threes. He's got some open ones. Come on, Mikhail, we need it. Josh Hart knocks down both free throws. Thank you, Josh, making up for the 2 missed free throws previously. Back to a 14-point lead for the Knicks. Slowly but surely trying to build on the lead, but the Pistons are hanging tough. Cunningham has it up top. Coming to his right. Anunoby staying with him. Cunningham's going to pull it back out. Now coming to his left. They're trying to attack Brunson in the pick and roll. They kick it out. Beasley, a left corner 3. Airballs it. Josh Hart with the rebound. Home run pass out to Bridges. Bridges bringing it. Oh, no. Pull-up three on the right wing. Knock me down. Come on, Mikhail. Come on, brother. I'm trying to defend you here, but you missing three after three after three. Come on, my man. Cunningham crosses over to his right, down the lane, scoop lay with the right hand. Gets it to go down. Beautiful move from Cade Cunningham. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson coming to his left. Good screen in the backcourt from Towns. Brunson dancing with it against Beasley. Beasley can't guard Brunson, and they call a foul on Malik Beasley. Brunson just putting his head down, going right into him, saying, you can't guard me, brother. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You missing threes and fouling on the other end. Hart said, Bridges has been good today. He's been spectacular defensively. He's been phenomenal defensively. But Chi-Chi is right in the sense that, like, you're getting open looks, brother. You got to knock them down, man. You got to knock them down. Right? That last three just hit me a little different. That one hit me a little different because you didn't have to pull up on that one. You didn't have to pull up from three on that one. I get it. And I like that he's taking the shots and he still looks confident in taking them, but I need you to knock one of them down. He's 0 for 4 from three-point range so far tonight. Anunoby's 0 for 2. Towns is 1 for 3. Brunson's 2 for 4. Josh Hart's 2 for 3. McBride hit his first three after missing his next three. So, look, a lot of talk about the Pistons not being able to hit threes. I mean, they're 1 for 14, which is atrocious. But the Knicks are 6 for 20, right? They're also pretty bad from three-point range. They're just regularly bad from three-point range, while the Pistons are atrocious from three-point range. The 1-3 they made was that Tim Hardaway 3. He's 1 for 3. Harris is 0 for 3. Cunningham's 0 for 3. And Malik Beasley just chucking them up there. He's 0 for 5. I don't know why I'm telling you. I could just show you. Score? Is my score off? I'll check it in a second. Yeah, Bridges 0 for 4, 1 for 8 overall. Got to knock down some shots, brother. Literally hit your first shot of the game, and then since then, it's been all bricks, my man. It's been all bricks. Well, your defense has been spectacular. Played phenomenal defense so far, which is great. Look, if you're going to, sometimes you can't control whether the shots are going to go down or not. Sometimes you're just going to have an off night. But you got to be able to bring it defensively, right? That's why you make the Mikal Bridges trade. And he's brought it defensively. And look, you know, looking at the silver lining of it, maybe he's getting all the breaks out early. Maybe he's getting all the misses out early. He's going to go on a heater in the second half. Zero tolerance bully Keno. What's Detroit score? 44-32. I don't know what my thing says. Hold on. Let's do this. 44. Oh, geez. There we go. 44-32. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Sometimes I'm just going to hit the wrong button. Sometimes I'm just going to hit the absolute wrong button. It's going to make the score look crazy. 44-32. And Bridges and Anunoby not scoring it too well so far tonight, but Towns, Brunson, and Hart are. Still not getting much off the bench. McBride with 5. Cool. Need a little bit more. Brunson with 10 and 6 so far in the first half. Nobody in foul trouble. 2 for Anunoby, 2 for Brunson. As for the Pistons, 2 for Harris, and everybody else with just 1. Literally everybody else with 1. Everybody has committed a foul in this game for the Pistons. But, you know, everyone has contributed. Everyone has scored at least a point. But the efficiency has been rough. Overall, they're 33% from the floor and 7% from three-point range. They're 1 for 14 from 3. The Knicks also pretty putrid percentages, 34 from the field and 30% from 3. You know? So in a rock fight that is tonight's game, they're winning it. They're winning the rock fight. It's been a rough shooting night for both sides, more so for the Pistons, but NBM said close quarter. What is the quarter? 16-13. Yeah, look, man, this has been a rough second quarter. 16 points for the Knicks, 13 for Detroit is rough. For sure, that is rough. But so far today, the Pistons have 12 turnovers already. You can win the turnover battle. Ooh, baby. Winning the turnover battle is almost just as important as winning the rebounding battle. Brunson at the foul line. Knocks down the first one. Thank you, JB. Just knock down your 2 free throws and I'll appreciate it. AP said that bench has been rough. It's been rough all season long, AP. Need Deuce McBride to step up a little bit more. Brunson knocks down both free throws. Thank you, JB. 2:39 exactly to go. Cunningham will bring it down. Brunson up to 12 points and 6 assists here in the first half so far. We got 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Hardaway Jr. has it out by the half-court line, bringing it down against Brunson. Gets it over to Cunningham in the high post, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his left, driving it down, step back, fall-away jumper, well contested. Maybe OG Anunoby got a piece of it. Came up well short. Josh Hart with the rebound. Inside pass to Anunoby for a two-handed slam, and we finally get an easy one to go down for OG. JB Bickerstaff signaling his team to run down the court, trying to pick up the pace, trying to get some easy ones. The Knicks do a good job getting back on defense. Harris driving it down. Pump fakes, mid-range pull-up jumper, well short. Towns with the rebound. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. The Knicks are off and running yet again. Over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Hesitation move. Driving it down to the basket. Scoop lay with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart can't get the tip. And here come the Pistons pushing it the other way. Harris bringing it down. Hands it off. Beasley. Pump fakes. They ran him off the line. Now back to Harris. Harris reverse layup. Gets the reverse layup to go. End the foul. Karl-Anthony Towns. Beautiful move from Tobias Harris. A nice pass from Malik Beasley. Harris will go to the foul line for one more. Charlie V cruises up. Charlie Tibbs better give Landry Shamet some playing time. Landry Shamet has not played here tonight. Tom Thibodeau going to the 8-man rotation. It's playoff time, baby. If you're not going to give me anything, you got a very short leash. Through the first 3 games, Landry Shamet has given you offers. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely invisible. Tobias Harris knocks down his and one free throw. 1:40 to go here in the second quarter. Brunson bringing it down. JB has it on the left wing, being guarded by Hardaway. They leave him. Brunson walks into a pull-up left wing 3. Can't get that one to go. Come on, we needed it. Wide open one. Here comes Cunningham turning on the Jets, driving it down, kicks it out. Hardaway wide open in the right corner in transition. And he splashes it. Their second 3 of the game, bringing it back to a 10-point game. The Knicks had a 16-point lead. Come on, Knicks. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson picks his dribble up. Get it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart has it up top. A lot of standing around from our Knicks. Get it over to Brunson. Now back to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, extra pass to Anunoby. Anunoby swing through along the baseline, loses it out of bounds, but knocked out of bounds by Cunningham. At least the possession will remain with the Knicks. 1 minute to go. Since AP said Tibbs know his rope is short as well. Hey, man, he's just trying to win the game. Anunoby driving it down against Cunningham. Step back, fall away 2. Long 2 for OG. Can't get it to go, but a long rebound. Brunson ends up with it, and he's going to pull it all the way back out. Tobias Harris switches onto him. Inside pass to Towns. Catches. Ripped away by Thompson. Great defense from Thompson. Towns looking at the ref saying he's all over my back, holding and grabbing me. And here come the Pistons pushing it the other way. Hardaway another 3. Can't get that one to go. Harrison off, and the rebound goes up. Gets an and one for Tobias Harris. And he's firing up the crowd back to single digits, an 8-point game. Bad end to the half for the Knicks. They had a 16-point lead, and the Pistons cut it in half. Raymond Vasquez, what's up, Raymond? I said this is what we don't want? Absolutely. You got 44 seconds. Give me a double-digit lead going into halftime, and everything will be all right. That's 3 fouls on Towns. Harris is at the foul line for one more. His second 3-point play in 3 possessions. Harris knocks down his extra free throw. 7-point game. Brunson bringing it down. Knicks have had open looks. Not able to take advantage of the situation. Brunson bringing it down. Thompson applying some full court pressure. Brunson coming to his left off of Josh Hart's screen. Harris switches onto him. Brunson's going to look the dance now. Towns is out of the game, obviously, because you don't want him to pick up his 4th. Shamet has checked in. To get it out to Anunoby. He's going to put his head down, attack to the basket. Gets the layup to go. Tough, strong move from OG Anunoby. Cunningham will bring it down now. All right, we'll get one more defensive stop. 9-point lead. All right, I'll take it. I wanted a little bit more, but I'll take it. Cunningham has it up top. Like we talked about, arms distance away is the most important thing. Cunningham up top, coming to his right off the screen. Crosses over to his left, down the lane. Throws the lob inside to Thompson, and he throws it down with 2 hands. 5 seconds to go. They get it into Brunson. Brunson, what do you got for me, brother? Bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking, slips and falls. And that's going to be the end of the half. Couldn't get a shot up. 7-point lead going into halftime. Got the crowd back up on their feet. Gave the Pistons some confidence back. Don't love it. Don't love it. Got to tip your cap to the Pistons. That was a great effort from them to end the half. But the Knicks missed some opportunities, some wide open threes they couldn't knock down. Brunson had a wide open three on the left wing. Bridges had some open threes. We talked about him missing them. Anunoby 3 for 9. A little bit more from OG, although he started to get unlocked a little bit to end that second quarter there, to end the first half. He's up to 8. Towns with 13, Brunson with 12, Josh Hart with 10. You in a dogfight with the Pistons. It's been that way all series long. Been that way all series long. What do you expect, man? What do you expect? GG said 11-2 run better be their only run. Hey, man, the last game was a game of runs. This game hasn't necessarily been a game of runs. The Knicks have, like we talked about, they got it by 10, and they kept them at around 10 all game long. You got to come out to start the third quarter, come out in the second half. Very good, very strong, ready to go. What if I did this? You know what? I'm not gonna mess with it right now. We'll do that later. Ellie, what's up, Ellie? I wish we could hit threes. I mean, I'm not gonna harp on the missing the threes tonight. Obviously, they've missed a lot of open looks. I'm not gonna harp on it because Detroit have had some open looks as well, and they've missed a bunch. They're 2 for 16 from three-point range, while the Knicks are 6 for 21. Obviously, both sides are going into halftime literally saying the exact same thing. Man, if we could just hit our shots, we'd be right there, right? If the Knicks are going into halftime being like, man, if we connected on those open looks, we'd have a 15, 20-point lead right now. While the Pistons are like, man, if we hit our open looks, Beasley, Hardaway, they were off. Cunningham couldn't hit a three. If we hit our threes, we'd be up 5, 6, 7 points right now. So the three-point shot can obviously swing a game wildly. Overall, the Knicks haven't shot it well, but the Pistons have shot it worse somehow. It might come down to who can get hot in the second half from three-point range. It might come down to that. Hattie, what's up, Hattie? AP said, Knicks always dramatic. Doesn't matter who wears the jersey, just give Detroit confidence. Brother, all these games are dramatic. Outside of like the truly putrid 8 seeds in Miami and Memphis, outside of the 1-8 series, all these games have been dramatic, brother. Did you see the Nuggets versus the Clippers game? Dog, what? A buzzer-beating dunk? I don't know if I've ever seen a buzzer-beating dunk, let alone one to win a playoff game. Free throws wise, the Knicks have 14, the Pistons have 11, so about even. About even. They're 9 for 11. We're 10 for 14. Got to get them free throws up, guys. Stop missing some free throws. Josh Hart missed 2 in a row. Robinson missed 2 in a row. Don't love that. Shamet got in for 1 minute as Karl-Anthony Towns had to go to the bench. Landry Shamet technically played. Tom Thibodeau's technically gone to a 9-man rotation, technically. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? Randy, what's up, Randy? Kenny said, OG and Bridges need to start knocking down some shots in the second half. Yeah, I mean, their defense has been spectacular. OG and Mikal Bridges have been spectacular defensively this game in that first half. But they do need to start knocking down some shots. We rely on those guys because we have no bench. We rely on those guys to make some shots. Absolutely need them. MBM said, as expected, respect your opponent. We're up at half. We will walk them out of their own building just in time for dinner. Absolutely, MBM. I agree with you. You got to have respect for your opponent. Some of you guys are disrespecting the Pistons. Pistons are a good, solid team, right? Very good, solid team. The Knicks obviously have more talent than them, but the depth is what has made this series. Pistons can go deeper into their bench. The Knicks can't, right? Even if you look at the fact that nobody in the bench is really going off right now, including Beasley, who was a 6th Man of the Year finalist, who eventually lost to Payne Pritchard. He's 1 for 7, 0 for 5 from 3. 2 points, 2 points, 1.2 point. That equates to 7 points off the bench, as opposed to the Knicks. They got 5 points off the bench, but all of them came from Deuce McBride, and he made 1 3. So neither team getting a ton of contributions off the bench, but obviously they can go deeper into their bench, allow guys to sit a little bit longer, as opposed to the Knicks. Got to rely on your starters. Everyone at around 20. Brunson the lowest at 19, pretty much 20, right? As opposed to the Pistons, 13 for Thompson, 16 for Hardaway, 17 for Duren. Harris ended up with 20, and Cunningham ended up with 19. Harris with 14 points, by the way. Buys Harris. What do you have? 6 points to end the quarter, so he really should have 8. The Knicks don't give him 2 and 1 opportunities, but credit to him for putting himself in position to get those. But 11 rebounds at halftime for Jalen Duren is great. Doing a much better job on the boards than he did in the last game. He had 2 rebounds at halftime in Game 3. Tonight he has 11 at halftime. Overall, they have 27 rebounds, 2 hours, 26. So the rebounding battle is about even. But everybody's getting in on the glass. Josh Hart with 7, Brunson with 5, Towns with 6, Bridges with 4, Anunoby with only 1. Only 1 rebound for Anunoby. Harris with 5 rebounds, Duren with 11. Easily off the bench with 5. But let me do this real quick. Let me mute ESPN real quick because I really don't want to hear what these dudes got to say. Right? I'm gonna go ahead lower them all the way so they're not in my ear. Just as his dad said, 100 will win. It is good defense. Yeah, 12 assists is too low. They only ended up with 12 assists. Wow, 12 assists. They had 8 at the end of the first. They only picked up 4 assists in the second quarter. You're right about that, Justice's dad. It's good. It's good to point out because they had 8 assists at the end of the first quarter, led by Jalen Brunson, who I think had 5 in the first quarter. He's sitting at 7, I believe. Yeah, he has 7 assists. Josh Hart with 3. And they've really been the only guys to pick up assists so far. Part of that is also not being able to knock down shots, right? There's 2 sides to getting an assist. It's the passer and the guy making the shot. We talked about the missed layups that they had in the first quarter. 6 points off the board for them. And then obviously the open missed threes that they had from both Anunoby, Bridges, McBride. Missed some easy 3-point opportunities. So they're moving the ball well. The assist number should be higher. It's just coming down to the fact that they're not making enough shots, right? They're not making enough shots. The Pistons probably in the same boat. Yeah, they only have 6 assists. You want to talk about a team that's not making shots? The only guy who's made a 3 tonight has been Tim Hardaway Jr. So. Verify said OG guarding Cade, who never misses, so less boards. I mean, even when he does miss, that's a good point, Verify, because Cade Cunningham is the guy taking a majority of their shots. He's taking 9. Harris is taking 12. So if you're constantly guarding Cade Cunningham and you're forcing him into either passes to Harris or into shots, you're not going to be available for the rebound. So I get why the rebounding is a little lower for OG. It's a good point, Verify. Justice's dad said they have no more challenges either to win. Yeah, they used their challenge in the first quarter that they lost inexplicably. Terrible challenge from JB Biggerstaff and his staff. Mike said, Knicks starting to slip. We don't want to keep playing from behind if that actually ends up being the case. I mean, they're up by 7, so let's not even live in the fantasy world where they're down 7, right? Like they're up 7. They're not playing from behind. They're playing from ahead. If this were the other way around, the conversation would be, hey, they ended the half strong, but they're playing from behind again, so let's get that out of there. JA3, what's up, Jay? Terrible challenge by Biggerstaff. I feel like coaches with too much emotion at times. It was a horrific challenge. You're right. I may be underselling it by saying that. It was a horrific challenge. Why would you challenge a out-of-bounds play in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter in a playoff game? Brother, what? That wasn't immediately obvious that it was wrong. Why would you do that? Slim Slammer said, this is tuning us up for who you want next. I mean, Boston, it's not like Boston's looked bad against Orlando, but Orlando's kind of beating them up a little bit, playing very physical with them. Porzingis left the game bloodied. Jason Tatum missed the game with getting hurting his wrist. So, as a matter of fact, I want to look at that box score, that Orlando Magic, Boston Celtics box score, where Orlando ended up winning that game. That was Friday. I do want to look at that box score. Maybe it's looking ahead a little too early. Got to win tonight, go up 3-1, take a commanding lead. But Orlando gave it to them, and they squeaked by with a 2-point victory. right? And the Celtics shot it pretty bad from three-point range, 9 for 27. By their standards, that's bad. They averaged 12 a game during the regular season, I believe. Maybe even a little bit more than that. Maybe I'm underselling that. But Tatum, 4 for 10 from 3. Horford, 2 for 3. Derek White, 2 for 8. Brown, 1 for 2. They didn't have, what's his name? Drew Holiday. But overall, I mean, 36 for Tatum. And then everyone else kind of was like, all right. Brown with 19, solid. White with 16, solid. Porzingis didn't give him much. Horford didn't give him much outside of the 2 threes. And they didn't get much off the bench. Sam Howell continues to be bad for them in the playoffs so far. Payne Pritchard, only 3 points. That's the sixth man of the year. That's who y'all gave it to. Although I guess the other option was like Malik Beasley, and he's been just as bad. So sixth men not living up to their not living up to their value, not living up to their namesake, being absolutely shooting it poorly. I can't attest to how he's played. I'm sure he's played fine in terms of impacting the game, but scoring has not been there. He only took 2 shots. Just as his dad there, 2 for 16 from 3. Thanks, Beasley. Yeah, Beasley's been bad. JA3 said maybe we put Precious in for some defense. Defense isn't the issue though, Jay. Defense hasn't been the issue. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys the box score. What am I doing? I gotta let me know. Let me know. Be like, hey man, we can't see that. I don't think defense has been the issue though, Jay. Shot making has been the issue, and Precious Achiuwa is not helping out with shot making whatsoever. I don't think you need Precious Achiuwa one bit. I think you need guys to knock down some shots. You know? You need guys to knock down some shots. And Precious Achiuwa is not knocking down shots. What he's not doing. Just as his dad said, Precious in if up by 20, maybe? No, 20 is not enough, dog. In a playoff game, Tom Thibodeau already struggles with putting in the bench in the regular season when up by 20. You think he's doing that in a playoff game? Absolutely not. You will not see Precious Achiuwa anywhere near this court unless somebody is out with an injury. Just as his dad said, 40-point lead, Tibbs will sub out starters. Exactly. You need to be up by at least 40, 35, maybe 35 minimum. I'll give Tibbs 35. But 20 is 20-25, man. 20 is the new 10-point lead. 20 is the new 10. Just as that said, Tibbs is coaching for his life. And he might be. I fully 100% expect Tom Thibodeau to be back as the head coach next year just because I'll believe it when I see it, right? I'm not setting myself up to be surprised in any way. My expectation is Tom Thibodeau will be back as the head coach of the New York Knicks going into next year, 100%. I know some of you want him gone. I know some of you are even so much so that you're rooting for a Knicks loss in the first round, which is crazy to me. Knicks fans actually rooting for the Knicks to lose a playoff series just so they could fire the head coach. Crazy to me. I've seen that. I've seen it. Some of y'all maybe even be in here in the chat who feel that way and don't want to speak up about it. That's crazy. That's absolutely psychotic fan behavior. You might have to give in your fan card if you believe that. But even if the Knicks lose this first round series, I'll believe it when I see it that Tom Thibodeau is no longer the head coach of the Knicks. I'll believe it when I see it. It's not happening. For as far as I'm concerned, Tom Thibodeau is the head coach of the Knicks into perpetuity, forever, from now until the end of days. That's how I'm rolling with it. That's my mentality. My opinion does not matter whether I want Tom Thibodeau to be here or not. It does not matter. He will be the head coach of the Knicks from now until the end of time. That's how I'm approaching it. Just as his dad said, the only thing between us and the finals is the Cavs and the Celtics. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is true. I mean, look, Cavs versus Pacers in the second round is going to be an interesting series. It's going to be a very interesting series. DCL Love, what's up, DCL? 35 Pistons fans not liking the stream. If you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I appreciate you, DCL Love. And you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please go ahead. Hit the thumbs up button, like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it, y'all. Jay said, let's finish these punks. Here we go. Let's do it. Start of the third quarter. Let's get it started. Put 12 minutes back up on the clock. Let's get back to work, y'all. Back to work. You didn't end the second quarter all that well. Gave the Pistons some confidence. Allowed to get back under 10. Start off the third quarter strong. Let's do it. All right, here we go. First 9 minutes of they put this graphic up. First 9 minutes of the quarter for the Pistons, 11 points. Last 3 minutes, 13 points. Big old run. They ended the quarter extremely strong, and the Knicks crumbled a little bit to end that second quarter. Crawled their way back into the game. Let's see which team wakes up from three-point range first. First team to go on a stretch where they can knock down some perimeter shots is likely the team to either get back into it for the Pistons and take a lead, or if you're the Knicks, start to blow this one a little bit open. Let's see which way it goes. Cunningham bringing it down to start the second half. Coming to his left off with the high Duran screen. In the mid-range, kicks it out Hardaway. They run him off the line, and Brunson fouls him on the floor as he blew by him. That's 3 fouls on Jalen Brunson. Come on, JB. Come on, JB. We need you in the game, brother. We need you in the game. The offense is rough when you're not in there. Just as that said, hope they stay ice cold. I hope so, too. Cunningham in mid-range pull-up jumper over Anunoby. Gets it to go and gets him started to start here in the second half. 5-point game, 50-45. Bridges bringing it down. Get it over to Towns on the right wing. Being guarded by Harris. Towns has it in the high post. Coming to his right off a Brunson screen. Keeping the dribble alive. Backing him down. One-legged fall-away jumper. He hasn't hit one of those all season long. He continues to misfire them. Hasn't hit the one-legged fall-away jumper all season long. We've called it out all season long. He goes to it there and misses it. Cunningham kicks it out to a wide-open Thompson for a three. Well short. Long rebound. Josh Hart able to save it. Towns picks it up, and he's got a running start to it. But he's a big man. Let's see if he's going to go. He's going to go. Goes right into Tobias Harris. Knocked out of his hands. He's going to remain with the Knicks, though. Good defense from Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris has been good for the most part in this series. He was absent the last game. So outside of that, Tobias Harris has been very good in this series. Give him some credit. Brunson's got to inbound it. Gets it in the Bridges. Bridges gets blocked from behind by Cade Cunningham. You got to hit that pump fake, Mikhail. Here comes Thompson bringing it down the other way, and Josh Hart takes it out of his hands. Good defense by OG Anunoby to knock it loose. They get it out to Brunson. Brunson pushing it the other way. Brunson flips up a floater, can't get it to go. Harris snatches a rebound. Brunson was looking for a foul call on that end. Here comes Cade Cunningham pushing it the other way. Cunningham stops, pulls it back out. Now driving to his left on Josh Hart. Loses the ball. Anunoby picks it up. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart pushing it the other way. Let's get a good shot here. Good decision from Josh. Let's slow down over to Towns. Towns has it out by the logo. He's going to blow right past. Scoop Blade with the right hand. They call an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Cade Cunningham slid in and drew the charge. Don't love that call. Some side contact there. Don't love that call. A blocking foul to me. Yeah, no, that's a blocking foul to me. I believe that's 4 fouls on Karl Anthony Towns now. Foul trouble for Towns. Here we go again. Hardaway fires a three. Off the side of the rim, can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Get it over to Anunoby. Anunoby on the right wing, hands it off to Towns. Towns steps back behind the screen, being guarded by Harris. Towns is going to put his head down and attack, and they call a foul on Tobias Harris. That's 3 fouls on Tobias Harris. And now Harris and Towns getting into it. And they're exchanging some words. Getting a little chippy. Getting a little frustrated with each other. This is what happens in a playoff series. This is the 4th time these teams are playing in a week. Of course you're going to get into it. Of course you're going to get into it. They get it into Brunson, now over to Towns. They get it into Towns in the post against Harris, backing him down. Cross the lane. Gets stripped by Harris. Now here comes Cunningham pushing it the other way. Cunningham has it on the right wing. Bridges switches onto him. Picks his dribble up to get it over to Thompson in the post being guarded by Brunson. Backing him down, trying to pick up another foul. Brunson strips him. Tough play from Brunson, who has the 4 fouls. Brunson driving it down against Thompson. Leans in, lefty layup, gets it to go. Cunningham's going to bring it down the other way. This is getting chippy. It's getting nervous for me because our 2 stars have picked up 3 fouls and 4 fouls for Brunson. Cunningham has it on the right wing, coming to his left, driving it down. Down the lane, puts up the floater, comes up short, but gets a nice friendly bounce as he gets it to drop down. Brunson bringing it down, has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Towns. Towns back to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing being guarded by Thompson. Brunson driving to his right, across the lane, leaves it off. Josh Hart gets swatted out of there by All-Star Thompson. He was looking for a foul. Great defense from the Pistons. Cunningham kicks it out, Hardaway a 3. Can't get that one to go as it came up short. Fight for the rebound. Towns rips it down, kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby's going to bring it down right side of the court. Cunningham's going to pick him up. Anunoby's going to go right to him. Down the lane. A lot of contact. No foul call. Looking for it. Doesn't get it. Thompson has it. Picks it up. And then Josh Hart ends up fouling Thompson. And Josh Hart's very upset, saying the Knicks are going to the basket and there's a lot of contact and no fouls. Knicks starting to feel the frustration as the Pistons are turning up the physicality. And the momentum is shifting towards the Detroit Pistons right now. Pistons bringing it down. Cunningham has it up top. Coming to his left off the screen. Brunson switches out onto him. Out to Hardaway. Catches. Pump fakes. Driving it down. Blows past Brunson. Scoop play with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Duren knocks the rebound out to Cunningham. He's going to drive past Brunson. Inside to Duren. Catches. Pump fake goes up. Gets the layup to go. Towns couldn't really contest as he's got the 4 fouls. I would get Mitchell Robinson in the game if I were Tibbs. Get Towns out now. Bring him back in early before. Brunson on the left wing being guarded by Thompson. Spinning to his left, driving it down against Duren and Thompson, going under the basket, tries to leave it off for Towns. The ball gets poked loose. Towns picks it up. They're digging down defensively. Towns in the lane, goes up. Can't get the hook shot to go. A lot of contact, no foul call. Come on, refs, you got to call a foul there at some point. Cunningham driving it down against Bridges, goes up. A lot of contact, no foul call there. Fight for the rebound. A ton of contact. They're just allowing them to hit each other now. Josh Hart able to save it out to Brunson. There was definitely a foul in that possession against the Knicks. Brunson driving it down against Cunningham. Gets a chase down block on Jalen Brunson. Cade Cunningham and the Pistons are D'ing it up right now. Harris down the lane. Scoop layup gets it to go with the right hand. It's a 1-point game as the Knicks call a timeout. And the Pistons here, they come taking momentum back from the Knicks. Starting with their defense, they've been phenomenal. DCL loves some pressure sighting? Doubt it. Doubt it. Shot Collins said refs not calling anything. A lot of contact, man. There's a lot, both sides. The Knicks definitely fouled Cunningham on his drive. Josh Hart got fouled on one of his drives. Anunoby got fouled on one of his drives. It's been a lot of contact, man. But look, they're allowing them to play on both sides. They allowed the Knicks to get away with contact on one end. They're allowing the Pistons to get away with contact on their end. You got to be able to adjust to it. The Pistons have. This is a game that definitely they like to play right now. They're turning up the defensive pressure. And the Knicks are getting frustrated with it. When the Knicks get frustrated, that's when they get that's when you start seeing them slip. Start arguing with the refs too much. Chi said, Knicks complaining, crying, and complaining too much. Just play basketball. I agree with you, Chi. I agree with you. Right now, look, it is frustrating. It is frustrating, and you get that frustration out. Tom Thibodeau probably should have called the timeout a little bit earlier than when he has. But when the Knicks start complaining the way they're complaining, that's when you see them start forcing things and then crying to the refs. Ellie, what's up, Ellie? Why aren't Knicks calling any plays? They're getting decent looks. They're getting out in transition. They're pushing. They're getting decent looks at the basket. Not knocking anything down and trying to force it too much. Two Talks said Tibbs never knows when to call a timeout or challenge a foul. I don't know what you're talking about, Too Toxic. He's phenomenal. He's usually damn good with his timeouts. Uses them extremely well. And he's literally, statistically, one of the best coaches in the NBA at using his challenges. He has a very high win rate when using his challenges. Very rarely does he miss. NBM said, we still got the lead. Stop panicking. I mean, it's a 1-point game. It's not much of a lead. It's a 1-point game. Here we go. Good timeout. Calm things down. Try to build some momentum back up. Pistons made their run. And I'm looking over here on Twitter to kind of see what anybody's saying. And even the beat writers are like, yeah, the refs have just refused to call fouls on anybody, whether it's the Pistons or the Knicks. Ton of contact on both sides, and the refs are just like, nah, we're good. We're good. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. This is how the refs are refereeing the game right now. They're like, huh? Oh, he drove and scored 2 points? All right, let's bring the ball down the other way. What was going on down there? I heard some bodies hit the floor, but I don't know what's going on. They're just like, hey, man, y'all just going to have to fist fight it out here tonight. All right, here we go. Brunson bringing it down. 7:30 to go. Let's see how they respond. Brunson has it up top. They get it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Hardaway. They get it over to Brunson. A lot of pushing and shoving. Still no foul calls. Brunson coming to his right, driving it down against Thompson. Backing him down, step back, fall away 2 for JB. Rattles in and out, halfway down, can't get it to stay. Here comes Cunningham pushing it the other way. Detroit trying to take the lead, I believe, for the first time in the game. Harris to the basket, can't get the layup to go. And now Harris is going to go complain to the ref. Cunningham's got to get it in. Get it into Thompson. Puts the layup off glass. Gets it to go. Brunson couldn't do much about it as he's got the 4 fouls. Bridges backing down Hardaway Jr. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's going to line up a left wing 3. Comes up short. Thompson with the rebound. Here comes Cunningham. Detroit has retaken the lead, y'all, 53-52. Cunningham has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Dancing with it. Coming to his right off the Duren screen. Driving it down. Putting his head down. Attacking to the basket. Gets the layup to go off glass. A tough drive for Cade Cunningham. Can we get Mitchell Robinson in the game to help the defense a little bit? 10-0 run for the Pistons. Can we get any kind of change from Tom Thibodeau? Josh Hart over to Anunoby. Catches, pump fakes, driving to his left. Against Anunoby. Gets under the basket. Kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges extra pass to Brunson. Brunson jab step. Shot clock winding down. Blows past Thompson. Euro steps down the lane. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Another 3 for Josh. Gets that one to go down. A big-time shot for Josh Hart with the crowd going crazy as the momentum has shifted almost entirely to the Pistons, and he ties it back up at 55. Here we go. Halfway through the third quarter, and it's a tied ball game. What else would you expect here tonight? They get it over to Duren. Duren has it up top, being guarded by Towns. Jab step, coming to his right, blowing past Towns. Scoop layup off glass. Can't get the layup to go. Josh Hart can't grab the rebound, and they call a loose ball foul on Thompson. And Josh Hart and the Knicks are saying, finally, a whistle was blown. My goodness. Charlie said, the crowd's making a big difference right now. I mean, it's playoff basketball, man. This is playoff basketball. This is why you want home court advantage. You know your home crowd is going to be on your side. The Pistons are fighting for their playoff lives right now. If they go down 3-1 going back to New York, series is likely over, whether they win Game 5 or not. Brunson has it on the right wing, attacking Beasley. In the mid-range, pump fakes, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart being guarded by Duren. And they call a foul on Tobias Harris, pushing out Karl Anthony Towns. I believe that's 4 fouls on Tobias Harris. That's 4 fouls on Tobias Harris. Towns has had 4 fouls since pretty much the start of the half here. Mike said the referees just said F it. They did. They did. 5:30 to go. Bridges has it up top. He's calling for a pick and roll with Towns. Coming to his right off the Towns screen. They get it over to Towns. Towns driving it down. A lot of contact with him and Duren. Josh Hart able to pick up the loose ball. Fall away jumper over Duren. Josh Hart hit the front of the rim. Can't get a friendly bounce. Here comes Cunningham bringing it down the other way. Cunningham over to Harris. Harris is going to walk into a three. Pump fakes it. No, he just hesitates. Now he's going to pull it back out. Brunson's going to switch on to him. Brunson has the 4 fouls. They get it over to Cunningham. Cunningham being guarded by Josh Hart. Harris wants it in the post. Catches it. Turns. Fires out of the mid-range. Knocks it down for Tobias Harris. He has been the difference maker. This is why if you're a young team, you go out and get vets. Despite their reputation, Tobias Harris has been huge in this playoff series completely. Brunson has it up top, and he's telling Towns, clear out. He wants to screen with Mikal Bridges. Now they get it over to Towns. Towns is going to fire a straightaway 3. Line me up, Karl Anthony Towns. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quiets the crowd down just a bit again. 1-point game, 58-57. Knicks retake the lead. Cunningham has it on the right wing, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his left off a screen. Cunningham down the lane and throws down a lefty jam over Towns. Obviously can't protect the basket as he's got the 4 fouls. Knicks bringing it down the other way, over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Duren. They take Harris off of him. Towns driving to his left against Duren. Scoop layup gets blocked by Jalen Duren. Harris chases down the loose ball. It's a 5-on-4 as Towns hit the floor the other way. Harris bringing it down, gets it out to Beasley. Extra pass. Hardaway out of the left corner for 3. Comes up short on it. Fight for the rebound. Bridges keeping it alive. And they call a loose ball foul on the Pistons. Who's the foul on? Harris and Duren were there. If it's on Harris, that's his 5th. That's Tobias Harris that they called the foul on. That's his 5th foul. Towns checks out. Brunson bringing it down. Robinson is in. Coming to his left off the Mitchell Robinson screen. Brunson driving it down, crosses over, pull up 3 for him. Rattles it in. My goodness. The stones to take that shot from JB. Pulling it back and pulling up. Rattles it in. 61-59, a 2-point lead for the Knicks. They've gone back and forth now. This is some playoff basketball right here. This is intense. Cunningham coming to his left off a double screen. Anunoby sticking with him. Cunningham has it up top, dancing with it. Now coming to his left off another screen. Bridges switches onto him. Bridges is defending them well, but Cade Cunningham's getting it going. A fall-away jumper along the baseline. He gets it to go. A tough shot from Cade Cunningham. The stars are going at it. Brunson and Cunningham giving their teams the edge here. And they call a foul on Jalen Duren now, pushing and shoving a little bit. And maybe the refs are going to start using their whistles again. Maybe the refs are going to decide to start calling some fouls again. MBM said, let's go Knicks, weather the storm. It's a great way of putting it, MBM. Weather the storm. Mitchell Robinson's at the foul line for 2 free throws. The Knicks are in the bonus somehow. Are they in the bonus? Why does Robinson get 2 free throws? Robinson with the first one comes up short again. 3 short free throws from Big Mitch. Deuce McBride checks back in for Mikal Bridges. MBM said, we don't need the refs. Let's go. Come on, Big Mitch. Give me 1 free throw. He's 0 for 3 so far. Give me 1. Give me 1. Comes up short on 4 free throws. Comes up 0 for 2 again. Come on, Big Mitch. Here comes Schroeder bringing it down the other way. Schroeder has it up top, being guarded by McBride. Schroeder dancing around the screen. McBride chasing. Driving it down. Step back. Pump fake. Leans in. Draws the foul there. McBride saying he was leaning back. Saying Schroeder jumped into him. Either way, Dennis Schroeder's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Stay on your feet, big dog. Stay on your feet. Charlie said Tobias Harris is taking this game personal. Knicks sent his Sixers home last year. His Sixers? That man did not want to be on the Sixers anymore, Charlie. That man got the bag from them. That city turned on him, and he said, get me out of here. Schroeder knocks down the first free throw. Schroeder knocked down the first one. And he knocks down the second one. And Tom Thibodeau going with a full small lineup right now. Schroeder able to steal the ball from Brunson in the backcourt, shoves it over to Cunningham, who throws down a two-handed jam. And Brunson, he's hurt. He's hurt. 4-point lead for the Pistons, and Brunson's down on the sideline. He's hurting. Maybe if the officials would have used their whistles. Gigi said Mitch dealing with an illness should not be in the game. He's a liability. Mitch did not miss 4 free throws because he's sick. I thought Mitch was pretty good in that first half. Pretty good. Randy said, where's Campaign? On the bench, where Tom Thibodeau loves to keep him, despite how he's playing. Mark said, now lack of whistles equal injuries. That's their goal, the only way to win. I mean, it's not like Schroeder intentionally tried to hurt him, but the game's physicality is obviously ticked all the way up. From the beat writers, Brunson tried to get up and immediately went down again. He's limping and doubled over. Oh, brother. Here we go, y'all. Mark said put in Cam. I mean, they're going to need to. I don't think Brunson's going to be able to remain out there. Brunson got to go back in that locker room and put the cape back on. Come out in the fourth quarter ready to go. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Starters have played majority of the game. $18 for Cunningham, 18 for Harris. Harris has been great so far tonight. He's been awesome. Shout out to Tobias Harris. Charlie said we need another Campaign, 14 points in the fourth. You're going to need somebody, man. Because it's probably not going to be Brunson with how hurt he looks. I'm just looking for any information on Brunson. Not seeing anything yet. Outside of the one thing where he is limping off the court. That's cool. Yeah, Campaign's going to come in for Brunson. He goes back to the locker room. That's a Deuce will run point. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want Deuce running point. Brunson limps off to the locker room. He's got a heavy limp, too. So here we go. Campaign's in the game, y'all. Campaign, bring us home, brother. Bring us home. Campaign has it up top, being guarded by Schroeder. Get it over to McBride. The Knicks with Campaign, McBride, Anunoby, Bridges, and Josh Hart. No center out on the court. McBride pump fakes, kicks it out to Anunoby, has it in the corner. Jab step, puts up the three, well contested. Can't get it to go. Paul Reed with the rebound. Here comes Cunningham. Cunningham bringing it down. Bridges going to pick him up. Cunningham gets it out to Schroeder. Schroeder, extra pass. Hardaway catches, pump fakes. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder up top. Inside to Paul Reed. Paul Reed against Campaign, puts it up, can't get it to go. Good defense, knocked out of bounds by Paul Reed. Tom Thibodeau going with the 5 small guys. Not even a small ball per se. They got Josh Hart and Anunoby essentially playing center between those 2 guys. They got no traditional center out there. No even traditional power forward out there. Just small forwards and guards. McBride's putting his head down, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart back to McBride, now up top to Anunoby. Anunoby coming to his right, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges pulling it back out. Coming to his left, off of McBride's screen, kicks it out to Campaign. He pump fakes, he's going to drive it to his right, down the lane, puts up the floater. Off the back rim, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Cunningham has it. Cade Cunningham bringing it down. Has it up top, going to be picked up by Bridges. In and out dribble. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Schroeder back to Cunningham. Cunningham being guarded by Bridges. Knocked out of his hands. Hardaway Jr. able to get to the loose ball. Almost shoots up an air ball. Ball careens off the rim, out to Paul Reed. Cunningham gets it, kicks it out. Beasley, an open left wing 3. He's been off all night, and he gets one to go down. 7-point lead for the Pistons have opened up with a little over a minute to go. Campaign has it on the right wing to get it out to Josh Hart. Directing some traffic. Hands it off. Kicks it out to Anunoby, coming to his left, putting his head down. Gets swatted at the basket by Paul Reed, I believe. Justice's that's a 28-point swing. And it's probably going to get worse with no Brunson. Need Towns back in to start the 4th. Oh, no, he's back in now, being guarded by Paul Reed. Campaign gets it in the Bridges. Going to pull it out. Has it in the mid-range. Backing down Hardaway. Spins. Fall-away jumper out of the mid-range for Bridges. Can't get that one to go. In and out. Here comes Dennis Schroeder bringing it down. Schroeder has it on the right wing, being guarded by Campaign. Coming to his right off a Paul Reed screen. Campaign knocks it out of his hands, so it's going to remain with the Pistons as it goes out of bounds. 50 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. DCL Love said, Precious sighting? Not yet. Not yet. Runs into the locker room late in the 3rd quarter with apparent right leg injury. Not great. Paul Reed has it up top. Coming to his right. Fakes the handoff. Hands it off to Schroeder. Schroeder being guarded by Anunoby. Calling for a screen. Coming to his right off the screen. Mid-range pull-up jumper for Dennis Schroeder. Too long, can't get it to go. Bridges comes in for a rebound. Nice strong rebound from Mikal Bridges. Here comes Campaign bringing it down. Pushing the pace. Gets it over to Towns. Towns is going to fire a deep 3. Knock me down. Call Anthony Towns. All right, brother. All right. That was a deep one. Back to a 4-point game. Cade Cunningham bringing it down. Cunningham has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Cunningham's going to wind down the clock as much as he can. About a 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Coming to his right. Kicks out to Beasley. Catches. Pump fake. One dribble to his left. Puts it up over McBride. Knock it down, Malik Beasley. We talked about who's going to knock down 3-point shots first. And it looks like both teams starting to line it up. Campaign. He's got 5 seconds to bring it down against Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder takes it away. He's going to go down over to Hardaway, and he's going to throw it down at the buzzer. They're going to wave it off? I think he got it off in time. I think Tim Hardaway got it off in time. But they waved this one off. They're probably going to go look at it, but I guess I'll wait until they give us the final ruling. Show the replay on it. Show the replay on it. I think he got that off in time, man. I think that counts. NBM said, are you not entertained yet? No, I'm disappointed. No, I'm disappointed. Brunson going out with the injury. All right, we got 12 minutes of basketball left. Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby. What you got for me? What you got for me? Mark said it's going to count because, of course, it's going to count. I'm going to give them the 2 points until they tell me otherwise. We got 12 minutes of basketball up on the clock. You got absolutely dominated that 3rd quarter. Brunson goes down with an injury. How gritty can this Knicks team get? How gritty can this Knicks team get? They lost that quarter by 14 points, 28 to. They scored 14 points in that quarter, y'all. The defense from Detroit was tremendous. They got a little bit of help from the officials by allowing them to just play some prison ball out there. which was crazy. But Towns with 19, Brunson with 17, might be done for the night. Josh Hart with 13, Anunoby with 8, Bridges with only 2. A rough night for Mikal Bridges. Thought his defense was pretty damn good in that first half. Figured, hey, at some point he's going to start to knock down some shots. Still sitting at 1 for 10 from the field. He knocked down his first shot of the game, has missed his next 9. Which is rough. Which is rough. Still getting nothing off the bench. Nothing from Campaign. Nothing from Robinson. He was 0 for 4 from the foul line. His 3 offensive rebounds came early in that first half. Haven't seen much from him since. Getting absolutely nothing from the bench yet again. As for the Pistons, starting to heat up. Beasley hit 2 threes there. He's up to 8. Schroeder's got 4. He's played some fantastic defense. He's got 3 steals. Paul Reed's got 2, 4 boards, giving him some nice oomph off the bench as a backup big with a block. Cunningham with 18, Harris with 18 leading the way. Everyone else just kind of chipping in every now and again. Overall, they're 4 for 23 from three-point range, and the Knicks are 10 for 27. So they're very cleanly winning the three-point game, but still down by 7 right now. 31 rebounds to 45. Now absolutely getting dominated on the boards. Down by 14 on the rebounds, on the rebounding battle so far. MBM said we have plenty in the arsenal. Lock and load. They're going to need some dudes to step up, man. We need OG and Mikal to come alive. Yes, absolutely, Yvette. Absolutely. We need somebody to come through. It ain't going to be anybody off the bench. That's for sure. Oops. Looking for any update on Brunson. Looking for any news on Brunson. Nothing yet. All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Towns shoots the one-legged fall-away jumper, and of course he misses it because he hasn't hit a single one of those all season long. Why continue to go to it? The world will never know. Just as his dad said, Mikal has been bad. He started off damn good, and he's kind of faded as the game gone on, as his shot has faded. Cunningham to the basket, misses a nice easy righty layup over Towns. Towns can't contest it all that much because he's got the 4 fouls. And they call a foul, Mikal Bridges, as Dennis Schroeder steps in front, pulls the old Jalen Brunson. This is the kind of game you might have to get P.J. Tucker in. Y'all are calling for Precious Achiuwa. I'm calling for P.J. Tucker. Rudy Pooty, what's up, Rudy? Dennis Schroeder bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by McBride. The Knicks with McBride, Bridges, Anunoby, Payne, and Towns. The same lineup that ended the fourth quarter. Cunningham down the lane, puts up the lefty floater, gets a nice friendly bounce off the back of the rim, and gets the lefty floater to drop down. Campaign bringing it down against Schroeder. Payne crosses over to his left off a Town screen, putting his head down, attacking. Scoop layup, high arcing scoop layup with the left hand over Duren, can't get it to go. Here comes Beasley pushing it the other way. Beasley putting his head down, kicks it out Hardaway. Quick catch and fire to the right corner, in and out, can't get it to go. Campaign with the rebound. We're pushing it the other way. Campaign down by 9. What kind of answer do the Knicks have? They get it over to Towns. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Duren. Towns gets it over to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing. Over the top pass to Anunoby, being guarded by Tim Hardaway. Backing him down. Fall away jumper for OG. I don't like it. Can't get it to go. Schroeder knocks the rebound over to Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham pushing it. Bridges on his heels, back retreating as Cunningham draws the foul on Mikal Bridges. He has the opportunity to put him up by double digits as Brunson's coming back into the game. And he put the Superman cape on, man. Detroit has all of the momentum in the world right now. Cunningham's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Brunson's checking back in. Mark said OG has been non-existent. Cunningham misses a free throw. Love missed free throws from our opponents. Maybe leaving the door open a little bit. A little over 10 minutes to go. Brunson's checking in. Cunningham's at the foul line. Missed the first one, makes the second one. 10-point lead for the Pistons. Here comes Josh Hart, who's checked back in. The Knicks with Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. Hart gets it over to Towns. Towns up top. Being guarded by Duren. Why aren't we spanning pick and rolls to get Duren and drop? Towns coming to his right, putting his head down, attacking, Euro stepping down the lane. And they call a out of bounds off of Towns. Towns looking for a foul. Doesn't get it. Why do we have Towns attacking off the bounce like this? Why are we doing that? Cunningham blown past the defense, turns it over. Bridges comes up with a steal. The Knicks get the possession right back. All right, we'll take it. Get ahead to Brunson. Brunson, quick crossover to his right. Euro stepping down the lane. Scoop blade with the right hand. Wild shot, can't get it to go. And a foul on Jalen Duren as Josh Hart hits the floor hard as they took him out of the air. Got up under him. They were fighting for the rebound. Josh Hart comes up limping. Charlie said, if only we have a DiVincenzo right now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could say that any night. You could say that about any single night ever. DiVincenzo was great for us last year. He hasn't been that same player for the Timberwolves this year. Ten-point deficit for the Knicks with 9.5 to go. They get it into Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Schroeder. Coming to his right. Crosses over to his left. Driving it down, puts up the floater. Brunson gets it to go. All right. Can you calm us down? Can you go get the cape? Did you put the cape on in the locker room, JB? Schroeder bringing it down. Has it on the right wing. Being guarded by Bridges. Schroeder gets it over to Beasley as he cut back door McBride all the way to the basket. Knocks down the little layup as McBride jumped the passing lane way too far. Cunningham and Harris both on the bench. Knicks have to be able to take advantage against this Pistons lineup right now. Brunson has it on the right wing, backing down Hardaway. Spinning off of him to the basket. Scoop blade with the right hand, got it to go. Beautiful move from Brunson. But the defense has to tick up. How many times do we have to talk about defense needs to lead the offense? Duren sets a back screen on Bridges to allow Schroeder to bring it down. I wish the Knicks did more of that for Brunson. Schroeder has it up top, coming to his right off a Duren screen. Driving it down in the mid-range, pump fakes. Takes it out to Hardaway. Hardaway coming to his left off a Duren screen. Towns in drop. Out to Hardaway. And JB Bickerstaff calls a timeout in the middle of a play. You rarely see that. In the middle of a play, JB Bickerstaff calls a timeout. Lionel Mona said, we need to run now. We need something. We need confidence, shot making. Maybe the captain can provide it as he comes back in. I don't know. Charlie said, is this Duren's 7th foul? No foul call is a timeout. DCL Love said, when the game gets dirty, you put in someone who can afford to lose and tell them to go buck wild. Yeah, where's my man PJ Tucker at, man? Tonight would have been the night. When you go to the Towns and Robinson lineup, maybe you throw in a PJ Tucker in the Landry Shamet role, man. Listen, PJ Tucker's been washed for a while, but anything would have been better. Anything would have been better. At least we would have been able to talk about it, whether it worked or it didn't. I would have seen it. Lorenzo, what's up, Lorenzo? Go Knicks. Here we go, man. Here we go. Oh, my score is off again. Thank you, Redify. Just rewarding points around to everybody, all willy-nilly. It's 68-76. MBM said OG needs to wake up. Let's look real quick. What are we looking at in the box scores now? Bridges with 2, Anunoby with 8. The last time OG scored was at the end of the second half. I mean the first half. End of the second quarter. Overall, Knicks 24 for 77, 31% from the field. Pistons now 42% from the field. So they have won the shot making game. The Knicks have taken 6 more shots than them and have made 6 less shots. That's a 12-shot difference right there. DJ Punchy said, "Where's Hart and Bridges? Where's anybody? Where's anybody? Where's Towns? Where's Anunoby? Where's Bridges? Where's Hart? Where's any of them? Campaign? McBride? Shamet didn't even play tonight. Robinson became unplayable because he can't make a free throw. Here we are. Here we are, y'all. Is there anything? It looked like JB was going to be out forever. Looked like it was over. And now he's back in, hitting hesitation, tween crosses into the lane, knocking down floaters again. Hey, man. Sometimes them acting classes, man. We talked about them acting classes. He worked hard on that acting, man. He pretended like he needed that foot amputated. If I said put in Dadier, I wish, brother, I wish. It's definitely not the night for Dadier. Francisco Martins, what's up, Francisco? This game being a shame for the Knicks, but I still believe. Let's go. Yeah, man. All right, here we go. Cade checks back in. This is the closing stretch, y'all. This is the closing stretch. They get it out. Beasley's going to fire a left wing 3. 11-point deficit for the Knicks. Beasley has caught fire, and the Knicks are in trouble. I mean, they've been in trouble. They've been in code red, but here we are. Bridges on the left wing being guarded by Cunningham. Coming to his right off the Josh Hart screen, putting his head down, attacking in the lane. Has nowhere to get it out to, gets it out to McBride. McBride swings through to his left, takes it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's going to put his head down, attack along the baseline, kicks it over to Bridges. Bridges a fall-away baseline jumper, and he gets somehow that 3 to go. His most difficult 3 of the night, he got it to go. Gets the 3 points right back to an 8-point game. Cunningham bringing it down against Bridges. Cunningham coming to his right, pulling it back out. Bridges in a defensive stance, trying to stay in front of him. Dancing around these screens, coming to his right. Josh Hart switches onto him. They get it over to Thompson. Thompson being guarded by Bridges. Going to look to attack. Coming to his right. Goes right into his chest. Puts up the floater. Way off. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Josh Hart. Josh Hart pushing the pace. Out to McBride. A left corner 3. 2 in a row. Needed that 3, Deuce. Where has Deuce McBride been? Look, man, Deuce is playing good defense, but you need to make shots, too. There's 2 sides of the ball. Thompson turns it over. Ball going back to the Knicks. They're being gifted opportunities right now, but you got to be able to take advantage of them. You're getting open looks. Knock these shots down, right? Beasley woke up here in the fourth quarter, in the second half, right when they needed him. He's woken up. Welcome to the game, Malik Beasley. Deuce McBride as our 6th man. Can you answer that? Can you answer that? Gigi said we need a shooter. Can Shamet get some playing time? Tom Thibodeau's relegated him to the shadow realm. He hasn't done anything all series long. I can't necessarily blame him. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Schroeder. Brunson, quick crossover to his left, putting his head down, attacking to the basket, scoop layup, gets it to go. 6-point game. What do the Knicks got, man? They got 7 minutes. There's plenty of time. Can they steal one here? Cunningham has it on the right wing, attacking Bridges. Cunningham backing him down. Fall-away jumper for Cade Cunningham. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the rebound. Josh Hart comes out with it. Josh Hart pushing it. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson, quick crossover to his left. Gets fouled by Cunningham. No foul call. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. My goodness. Josh Hart knocks the rebound out of bounds. And it's going to go to the Knicks. And the Pistons don't have a challenge. They can't challenge that. I can't believe they didn't call a foul on the Cade Cunningham reach. He slapped him across the body as Brunson was bringing the ball down. Where's the foul on the floor? Charlie said McBride is good in the regular season only. He was awesome in the playoffs last year, Charlie. He was fantastic in both the Philly series and the... McBride's going to shoot a 3 out of the same spot and knock it down again. Mikal Bridges, baby. Line me up. Line me up, Mikal. It's a 3-point game. It's a 1-possession game, y'all. Here we go. One possession game. 3 points, 79-76. Schroeder has it up top. They get it over to Cunningham. Cunningham hands it off to Schroeder. McBride doing a good job, knocking the ball loose. Over to Duren, now back to Cunningham. Cunningham driving it down against Towns. They show two defenders, multiple defenders, and they call the foul on Bridges. I believe it's going to be on Bridges. Should be on Bridges. Yeah, it's on Bridges. Bridges knocking down those 2 threes out of the corner were crazy. Crazy shots. Got us back into it. AB said NBA and WWE are the same. Hey, man, when they're officiated like this, it's hard to disagree. Cunningham at the foul line knocks down the first one. Charlie said McHale Selly or Beasley Selly? McHale all day, baby. McHale all day. Got the best Selly I've ever seen in the NBA. The head tilt with the 3. It's a great Selly. Cunningham knocks down both free throws. 76-81. 5-point game. Halfway through this fourth quarter, this pivotal fourth quarter. Bridges bringing it down against Dennis Schroeder. Has it up top, coming to his left, off the Towns screen. They get it over to Towns. Towns on the right wing. Gets it out to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Cunningham. Brunson, jab step, coming to his right, down the lane. A lot of contact, puts up the floater. Got it to go. JB, he went and put the Superman cape on, y'all. Cunningham coming to his left on the left wing. Being guarded by Bridges, driving it down along the baseline, using his size, puts it up the floater. Can't get it to go. Rebound got knocked out by Duren. You got to be able to grab that. Somebody on the Knicks got to be able to grab that. Out to Schroeder. Schroeder catches, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Harris, who's checked back in. Now over to Beasley. Josh Hart jumps it out. Beasley crossing over to his left, puts up the 3 over Josh Hart. Well contested, well short. Josh Hart with the rebound, gets a running start. Cade Cunningham, the lone defender, he's going to put his head down. Attack, gets grabbed out of the air. Oh, where's my flagrant? Where's my flagrant? He doesn't make a play on the ball, just grabs his arm and pulls him down. Knicks don't take offense to it. And the way this game has been officiated, they're not going to look at it. It looked like JB broke his foot. It looked like his foot had to be amputated. He just needed an excuse to go back to the locker room to get the Superman cape. He said, Tom Thibodeau's never going to sub me out, so I need an excuse to go get the Superman cape. Josh Hart knocks down the first free throw. Thank you, Josh. Right? Do I need to get the Superman cape on real quick? If he makes one more, I'm putting on the cape. If JB makes another one, I'm putting it on. But if I said, where's McBride? Look, man, McBride is doing his thing. He's having a positive impact on the game with his defense, but there's 2 sides of the court. You need to make shots, especially considering you're getting wide open looks, Deucey. Deuce, 1 for 5 from 3-point range on 5 butt naked, wide open looks. Brother, knock one of them down. You knocked down your first 3, you missed your next 4 on wide open looks. I need more, Deuce. I need more. He's played 19 minutes so far because his defense is great, right? You can't buy a basket, though. There's 2 sides of the court. Listen, we would be saying the same thing if a player was being great offensively but terrible defensively. Like, hey, man, there's 2 sides of the court. We need you to play both sides. Same thing with McBride. I can credit him for his great defense, but also wonder, where have you been offensively, Deuce? You got 5 wide open looks from 3. You hit 1 of them. You hit only 1 of them, and it was your first one in the first quarter. Gigi said, we need OG back. Deuce ain't giving us anything. Deuce is playing phenomenal defense. Like I said, playing phenomenal defense. But he's not hitting open looks. And it's not like OG was doing anything different, Chi-Chi. Not like OG was hooping. OG's got 8 points. The last time he scored was in the first half. He didn't score in the third, and he hasn't scored in the fourth. And he looked gassed trying to guard Cade Cunningham. Great substitution from Tom Thibodeau to take OG out and just tell Bridges, hey, D up on Cade, using his length against Cade Cunningham. Mark said OG was giving us nothing. That's what I'm saying, Mark. That's what I'm saying. Right? Both players have been very rough. Anunoby's defense started to slide a little bit, also compounding the fact that he's been very irrelevant offensively so far. They said when Jalen Brunson went to the locker room, they just retaped the ankle. That's awesome. That's all it was. He just needed to retape it. Yak said, we're in the captain's hands now. Look, man, if there's anybody in the league you could tell me you could have for the final 6 minutes of a fourth quarter, Jalen Brunson is in the conversation for the top pick. It's like him. It's Jokic. Who else we got up there? It's him. It's Jokic. Luka, Anthony Edwards, like SGA. Those are the five. Those are the five. Is Jokic, SGA, Brunson, Luka, and Anthony Edwards. Those are the five guys I want in the 5 minutes of a game, of a close game. Mark said the fact that JB keeps coming back is unreal. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, or somebody said it earlier, and I completely agree. Them acting classes, man. Them acting classes. They work wonders. He needed an excuse to go get his cape. That's all he needed. AP reminding people to hit the like button. I appreciate JP. Yes, if you're in the stream right now and you're enjoying the show, please go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. Like the stream. Greatly appreciate it. David Oz Jr., what's up, David? Josh Hart made the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Detroit called the timeout in between the free throws, trying to ice the shooter, and they do just that as Josh Hart misses the second free throw. They're in with the rebound. Here comes Cunningham. It's a 2-point game, y'all. It's a 2-point game. Cunningham has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Cunningham dancing with it, coming to his left off the Duren screen. Cunningham spins, takes it out to Hardaway. Now back to Cunningham, coming to his right off the screen. Brunson switches onto him, kicks it out. Hardaway lines up a three over Bridges. In and out, out and in again. Tim Hardaway Jr. gets the luckiest of luck bounces. Hit the front of the rim, hit the back of the rim, rolled on it a little bit, and then finally fell through. Josh Hart has it up top. Let's see how the Knicks respond. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing, attacking Schroeder off the bounce, puts up another floater off glass. Oh my goodness, what are we talking about right now, JB? What an incredibly difficult shot. What are we talking about? What are we talking about right now? Cade Cunningham bringing it down. Brunson has 10 points in this quarter. Cunningham has it up top, coming to his left off the Duren screen. Making it back to his right hand. Bridges knocks it out of his hands, baby. Anunoby has subbed in for McBride, by the way. Just should mention, the Knicks with the 5 starters back out there. They get it over to Towns, now over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Hardaway. They like this matchup. Brunson, jab step. Dancing with it now. Sidestep left wing three. I've never seen him shoot that. I've never seen him shoot that. A sidestep left wing three. Knock me down, Jalen Brunson. The Knicks have tied the game. I'm putting the damn cape on. I'm putting it on. JP, what do you got for me right now, dog? What are we doing? What are we doing, JP? Schroeder has it up top, being guarded by Josh Hart. Brunson switches onto him. Schroeder's going to dance. Coming to his right. Between the legs. Step back. Foul line pull-up jumper. Splashes it. Tough move from Dennis Schroeder. What are we doing, JB? Give me another one. Give me another one, JB. Brunson has it up top. Dancing with it. Coming to his right. Being guarded by Schroeder. Schroeder's poking at the ball. Brunson spins to his left. In the middle of the lane. Puts up the floater. Comes up short. Josh Hart knocks the rebound out to Duren. Duren gets it out to Cade Cunningham. He's going to bring it down. We need a defensive stop. 3 minutes to go. Time's winding down, y'all. It's a 2-point game. 1 possession. Cunningham has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Driving to his left. Leans in. Step back. Fall away jumper for Cade. Woo! Smooth move from Cade Cunningham. Smooth move. 4-point lead for the Pistons. A little over 3 minutes to go. 3:06 exactly. Knicks got to answer, man. Knicks got to answer. Oh, my goodness, JB. Talk about putting the team on his back. And there are some people who complain that he takes too many shots. Those people exist. Those people exist. Four-point deficit sucks, right? After the Dennis Schroeder tough step back mid-range jumper, and then another tough step back mid-range jumper from Cade Cunningham. So now down by 4. But you got 3 minutes to go. More than enough time. You tied the game up. If you take the lead, I'm putting the cape on. If you take the lead, I'm putting the cape on. Student said unguardable Brunson is truly unhinged and unstoppable. He is unhinged. This man is a demon. This man is a demon. Never in all my years of watching the Knicks have I seen a man just rise to the occasion every single time. It's not sometimes, it's not even most of the time. It's literally every single time you put this man in this situation, he's going to come through for you. I've never seen anything like this right now. AP said we went from cruising to fighting for our lives here. AP, they were never cruising. They were never, ever once in this game, in this whole series, have they ever been cruising. I don't know what you've been watching, Big Dog, but they've been fighting the whole way. Pistons have not made anything easy. Even when they were up 10, even when they were up 15. Knicks were not cruising, brother. MBM said, we got this, Cat. Where you at? Expect Karl-Anthony Towns to not touch the ball at all. This game is going to Jalen Brunson and Jalen Brunson only. They bring a double. Somebody else better knock down that shot. That's all I'll say. Whoever he passes it to. GG said that was great execution for Detroit. Nothing to say there. Hey, man, both teams are hooping right now. Both teams are knocking down incredibly tough clutch baskets right now. Fall-away jumper from Schroeder over Brunson. Fall-away jumper by Cunningham over Bridges. Brunson a sidestep three over Dennis Schroeder. Knocking down incredibly tough floaters. This is playoff basketball right here, man. 25-26 at 16 points for McHale and OG combined. Can't happen again. Hasn't been great. Hasn't been great from those guys. Brunson bringing it down against Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder is a fantastic defender. He's defended Brunson well all night and all series. Brunson has it on the left wing. Coming to his right off the Anunoby screen. Cunningham switches onto him. Brunson's going to look to dance. Brunson cross-court pass. Towns wide open on the right wing for a three. Like I said, ball's going to be in Brunson's hands, and if he passes you the ball, you better knock down that shot. That's all I'm saying. Towns knocks down the three. The Pistons weirdly helped off of Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns 4 for 5 from three-point range. Fantastic. Fantastic, Big Dog. Cunningham has it on the left wing. Dancing with it behind the back. Pocket pass to Duren. Duren in the high post. Gets it out. Hardaway a three. And he answers right back with a three of his own. God damn, the shot making right now down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Brunson has it on the left wing, being guarded by Hardaway. Coming to his left, driving it down. A lot of contact. Gets the bump. Puts up the floater. Gets the floater to go. Where's my foul call? Brunson comes up limping. Now he's all right. Lost his balance. 2-point game. Need a stop. You need a stop. AP. We need stops, AP. Cunningham coming to his left off a screen. Kicks it out. Hardaway. Driving it down. Foul line. Pull-up jumper wide open. Rattles it in. Not good enough defense. They obviously want to run him off the line, but not good enough defense. Can't give him a wide open look. Josh Hart has it up top. Josh Hart coming to his right off the Brunson screen. To get it out to Brunson, being guarded by Harris. Harris has been locked in defensively all series long. He's been matched up with Towns. He's got the 5 fouls. Brunson sidestep, pump fakes, leans in, kicks it out to Towns. Towns steps out to the three-point line, being guarded by Duren, putting his head down, attacking. Stop, turn, fall away. Well contested. Oh my goodness, the shot making from both sides right now. Are you kidding me? Another fall-away jumper, the same one he hit in the third game. Cunningham has it up top. It's the 2-point game, 1:20 to go. Schroeder hit the floor, trying to flop for a foul. Cunningham dancing around the screen, Anunoby's guarding him. Now it's one-on-one. Now, lock in, OG, lock in. Cunningham crosses over to his right, spins to his left, fall-away jumper over OG, well contested. Out, it pops out. It was halfway down, it popped out. Brunson has the ball, 1 minute to go. It's a 2-point game. Come on, JB, take us home, JB. Take us home. Brunson on the left wing, being guarded by Schroeder, driving it down. Has him in the post, backing him down, stop, turn, kicks it out. OG, he pump fakes. He's going to drive it along the baseline, kicks it out. Towns catches, pump fakes, steps back. He's got to launch a three. Oh my goodness, Karl-Anthony Towns line me up from three, brother. Yes, sir. Knicks retake the lead, up by 1. The shot making here in the fourth quarter from both sides has been incredible. What an incredible playoff game, y'all. Oh my goodness. Karl Anthony Towns, he hit the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. That's more Kobe. Kobe was more so along the baseline. Jordan was along the wings. That's Kobe right there. He hit him again in the post. Hit him with that all the way jumper along the baseline. Hit me again. And then even again, they kick it out. Ball is swinging around. Detroit doing a great job of rotating over, taking away the basket, sliding out the three-point shooters. Thought OG had an open one, but he had the pump fake it, drove it in, kicked it out. He had nobody to get it to. Finally swung it out to Towns. Towns trying to drive it in on Duren. Duren sliding them feet, sliding them puppies. And Towns able to step back on him, knock down a deep straightaway three. My goodness, the shot making is insane. It's been insane. 1 point lead for the Knicks. Shot caller said that was deep. That was insane. That was one of the most insane stretches of basketball we've seen in a while. We've seen in a while. My goodness. I'm looking at the replay again. Oh my goodness. Y'all gotta see it. Y'all gotta see it again. Y'all gotta see it again. Shut up. All right, we're back. We're back to the game. We're going to get to it in a second, but y'all got to see it one more time. You got to see it one more time. Town, show it to me. Town, show it to me. Step back. I'm in the way. But, oh, my goodness, look how deep he was. One more time, show it to me. One more time, show it to me. Towns, pump fake, step back, over Duren, line me up. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, man. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, y'all. We're back into it. Defense, y'all, defense. We need to stop. We need to stop, and we go win it. Get one stop. McBride is in the game. Robinson is in the game. Cunningham has it up top. Bridges switches onto him. Bridges is guarding him well. Coming to his left, spinning to his right, driving it down. Josh Hart digs down, and it's off of Cade Cunningham at the turnover. The defense, baby. The defense. We've needed it, and we've gotten it. And Detroit obviously doesn't have a challenge because they wasted it in the first quarter. Just as his dad said, Hart has been so good. He's been good at the Josh Hart things. Obviously, we always want more from Josh Hart in terms of the shooting. We want more from Josh Hart in terms of the finishing at the rim and attacking in the basket and showing us more offense. But either way, man, Josh Hart tends to do these things that just help you win games. And digging down in that situation, one-on-one, Mikal Bridges standing up Cade Cunningham, forcing him to turn those hips, spinning one way, spinning the other way, trying to spin back the other way. Josh Hart digging down, knocking that ball off of him. It's not just knocking the ball away. It's knocking the ball off of Cade Cunningham, giving the Knicks the possession back. And like we talked about earlier, no more challenges for the Pistons. They used it up in the first quarter. They lost it. The refs tried to give the Pistons the game there in that third quarter. They allowed them to play prison ball. They just swallowed their whistles. And the Knicks said, you know what? We're too talented. We're too good at the game of basketball. We don't need the refs to decide this game for us. So you know what? We just gonna make everything then. Jalen Brunson with sidestep threes. Towns with step back deep threes over Jalen Duren. Fall away baseline shoulder shimmies. Oh my goodness. 1 point lead, the Knicks have the ball. You got to inbound the ball, get fouled, and knock down your free throws. 37 seconds on the clock. MBM said, ye of little faith, we forgive you. Anybody who's been out always gets sucked back in. Always. Happens every time. Lionel Mona said, no turnover, please. All right, here we go. 37 seconds. 37 seconds. Bridges is going to inbound it. They throw it in the backcourt to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's going to bring it down. They're going to play it straight up. They're going to play it straight up. So the Knicks need a basket. Brunson has it up top. Under 30 to go. He's being guarded by Schroeder. Brunson on the right wing, crosses over, coming to his left, Ball poked out of bounds by Dennis Schroeder. Great defense from Schroeder. 4.4 on the clock, 17 seconds to go. Sean Collins said JB dagger time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 4.3 on the clock. Brunson's going to inbound it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The Knicks can throw it in the backcourt. They were just checking with the officials. They can throw it in the backcourt. They get it into Brunson going into the front court. Brunson puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Cunningham with the rebound. He's pushing it the other way. They have numbers. Cunningham coming to his left. And the Knicks use their foul. Smart use of the foul from Towns. They did not have positioning defensively. Susan said MBM the man of the chat today. MBM held it down all game long. MBM never lost faith, not even for a second. My man MBM. Pistons use a timeout here, their last timeout. I think the Knicks are also out of timeouts. Knicks with a 1-point lead. Pistons are going to get the ball back. This is win or go home, y'all. This is win or go home. Oh, my goodness. Mona said, heart pounding now. Let's win this one. Here we go. Here we go. Gigi said, no, JB off the glass. That's the shot. Man, he's knocked down that shot a million times. I'm sure he's upset with himself, too. No, the Knicks have one timeout remaining. They also have a challenge remaining, obviously. Haven't used it all night yet. This is why you save your challenges for the fourth quarter. This is why you save it for the fourth quarter. Let's see who Tom Thibodeau comes out with. I love that Towns used the foul there on Cade Cunningham. They did not have the numbers. Pistons had the numbers coming down the other way. Smart move from Towns. He said, get me out of this game, Tibbs. This ain't going to be on me. I'm not going to be the one to mess this up. Because Dad said, how did that not fall? Rushed it just a little bit, you know. I can't even say all balanced because we've seen JB knock down all balanced shots his whole career. He specializes in that. Here we go. Here we go. Cade Cunningham with the triple-double, by the way. 25 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. That man is clutch. That man is clutch. Who do we come out with? Come out with our defensive unit. McBride, Bridges, Anunoby, Hart, and Robinson. This will decide the game. Pistons have Cunningham, Beasley to get it into Cunningham. Has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Crosses over to his left. Foul line, pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Ball is still loose. Knicks pick it up. Knicks pick it up. Knicks pick it up. Hardaway in the corner. He's got to chuck it up. No foul. And that's it, baby. We steal the win. We steal the win, baby. Get me out of here. And Bickerstaff doesn't have a chance. It's not like they blew the whistle anyway. Don't start talking about non-fouls, Bickerstaff. Don't start talking about non-fouls right now, brother. You got away with prison ball in the third quarter. Just take your loss and get up out of here. Knicks in 5. Never waited for a second. I told y'all from the very beginning. I told y'all before we even started the playoffs. Knicks in 5. I'm trying to tell y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all. We gave them their little measly one win. Gentlemen's sweep. Come back to the Garden. Come back to a real arena. Let's show them how it's done. End this one nice and early in 5. We got away out of here. We stole this one. They tried to take it from us. They tried to hand this to the Pistons on a silver platter. And we said, nah, man, we're too good at basketball. Get them out of here. Cade Cunningham, he not clutch, apparently. Apparently, he not clutch. He got to his little mid-range jumper, little foul line jumper. Get him out of here, baby. Get him out of here. Knicks in 5. Frank said Pistons coach better go bark somewhere else. They're showing the replay on the Josh Hart, Tim Hardaway shot. Josh Hart absolutely bumped Tim Hardaway Jr. in the three-point attempt. Absolutely. We stole it. We got away with it. This is what happens when you want to play prison ball. The officials swallow their whistle. Make a goddamn shot. Make a shot. Don't rely on the officials to bail you out. JB put up 30 yet again. JB put up 30 yet again. This is some gritty basketball right here. Y'all wanted last year's team? This is very reminiscent of last year's team. We getting some gritty basketball right here. Absolutely stole. The Pistons have yet to watch a win in their home arena. And that Little Caesars tiny little arena that they got. That little crappy little arena they got over there in Little Caesars. They've yet to see a win. We said, no, we're not going to let you win one at home, big dog. It's not happening. It's not happening. Josh Hart, 42 minutes tonight, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals for big Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson put the Superman cape on, 32 points, 11 assists, amputated the ankle. Give me a new foot. Gave him that robotic foot. Got him back in the game. Karl Anthony Towns was insane. 5 for 6 from three-point range. They tried to get him out of the game. They tried to make it too physical for my boy. He said, nah, I'm too good at basketball. Let me remind you, you know what? I can't get into the paint. Let me knock down this little shimmy baseline fall-away jumper behind the backboard, mind you. He was behind the goddamn backboard. He knocked it down anyway. Even during trying to guard me, let me hit this step-back three on you real quick. Nothing but net. Pure, no glove. Like Tim Hardaway Jr. hit the front of the rim, hitting the rim 3, 4, 5 times before falling down, getting all these lucky bounces. We not like that. We knock it down pure. We real hoopers out here. Fred said they just wanted excuses to why the whistle was blown. This is why you don't use your challenges in the beginning. Be a better coach. Be a better coach, bigger staff. Get up out of here. Get the Pistons out of here. We're done with the Pistons. We're going to get ready for our series against the Celtics. Hopefully Orlando can push the Celtics to 6 games. Go ahead and win another one in Orlando. Come on, Magic. We're relying on you, big dog. We need some rest. Tonight, Harris, 18 points. Cunningham, 25. Not 27, brother. He needed that jumper to go. 10 boards, 10 assists, not enough. 7 turnovers. Look how ugly this is. Disgusting. Putrid. Horrible. Get him out of here. Imagine Jalen Brunson with 7 assists. Never my point guard. Could never be my point guard. Never in his goddamn life you don't see my man JB with 7 turnovers. Only 2 tonight for JB. 32 points, 11 assists, 13 for 26 from the field, 50% from the field, 4 for 7 from three-point range. He said, oh, OG, you're not going to hit no threes? Bridges, you're not going to hit no threes? Hold on, shout out to Mikal Bridges, because the Knicks were down 9, and Mikal hit 2 absolutely insane, fading out of bounds out of the corner, fall-away threes, over well-contested by Jalen Duren. And he knocked them things down anyway. And he got us right back into the game. It was a 9-point game, and it got cut down to a 3-point game. That's what I'm talking about right there. Right? I don't want to hear no more invisible Mikal. I don't want to see y'all spelling him Brickjes. None of that. My man came out, hit the 2 biggest threes to get us back into it the night. Down by 9, cut it back to 3, a 1-possession game. Give my man Mikal. And also the defense by Mikal was phenomenal tonight. And it was phenomenal in game 3. Give my man his credit. Yes, I need you to be more efficient, and yes, I need you to hit more shots. 3 for 12 is not good enough. 2 for 6 from 3 is okay, but again, you were 0 for 4 on open looks before those 2 threes, but still, give my man credit. OG Anunoby needs you to step up a little bit more. I know you're being taxed heavily to guard Cade Cunningham, and that's exhausting, and you're probably tired, and you probably got no legs to knock down these threes, but either way, 8 points from him, did a good enough job. Shout out my man OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, we waxed poetic about them already. Josh Hart, we waxed poetic about already. Hit 3 threes, by the way. Hit 3 threes, 3 for 5 from three-point range tonight for Josh Hart. 14 points, 10 boards, 5 assists. Playoff Josh Hart with 4 steals is in full effect, y'all. Playoff Josh Hart, he's a playoff riser. We didn't get damn near anything off the bench. I thought McBride, great defense, but he couldn't knock down a shot. There's 2 sides of the court, Deuce. I need you to hit some shots. Mitchell Robinson, I thought, brought some pretty damn good defense himself. But again, a basket would be nice. Maybe just 2 points would be nice. Something, anything. As far as Campaign and Landry Shamet didn't even play. Payne played 7 minutes, and it wasn't a whole lot of nothing. 2 boards and assists, no points. He was 0 for 2 from the field. We just have to win with 7 players, guys. We got 7 players to win these games with. And 2 of them are unreliable offensively between McBride and Robinson. So, okay, he said Josh had to make up for OG and Mikal. I mean, like I said, Mikal stepped up when we needed him to step up. Yeah, we need more and more consistently throughout the game, but I thought Mikal's defense was spectacular all night. I'm not going to lie. And you're not going to convince me of otherwise. I thought his defense was spectacular. right? So much so that Tom Thibodeau switched off Anunoby and put McHale on him. I think we should do that sporadically throughout the game as well. I think that's a way of throwing Cade off a little bit as well, because you get used to going against Anunoby. You start to learn his tendencies. But you throw Mikal Bridges, who has different defensive tendencies, who has a longer wingspan, who can reach around a little bit more, can contest a little bit higher than OG can, right? So you switch McHale on for a couple of possessions, maybe a quarter, then you put maybe OG Anunoby on him. It also saves OG Anunoby from being exhausted from having to guard Cade Cunningham for 48 minutes. You know? We'll talk more about that as we get into Game 5. Knicks in 5. We said it from the beginning. We now lead 3-1. The prophecy is being fulfilled. We're going to close this one back out at the crib at Madison Square Garden. It's going to be nice and easy, y'all. I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me tonight. Justice's dad, Tuesday. The game's Tuesday, yes. As long as you win by 1, that's all you need. That's all you need. AP, it's all you need. That's all we ever asked for. All we ever asked for. Just throw a W up on the column. That's it. Avi said, is that the biggest shot of Towns' career? Probably. I mean, he had a nice big dunk, put back dunk against the Nuggets last year in the semi-conference finals in the second round in Game 7. He kind of had the put back dunk at the end in the fourth quarter to kind of put the nail in the coffin against the Nuggets. That was a big shot. But in terms of like legit shots, absolutely his biggest shot of his career. Maybe Knicks' career. Knicks' career for sure, and it even rivals that putback dunk because of where it was, how it came about, off the bounce, stepping back from 3, deep 3. Gotta be. See, Tyler, I appreciate you, Susan, everybody, Veridified, Justice's dad, Roger G. Wall. Let's go through it, everybody. Appreciate everybody. Giving everybody their shout out before we sign off. Roger G. Wall, Justice's dad, Veridified, Susan, C. Tyler, Charlie V. Cruz, Eamon always. Did I say AP? I'm going to say AP again. Shot Collars, Hattie, MBM, 2526. MBM, the MVP of the stream here tonight. My man kept the faith the entire time. He never wavered, not once. My man been taking lessons. I appreciate you, MBM, because sometimes I feel like I'm the only one not wavering. I need people in the chat with me not wavering. I appreciate you, MBM. K. Hazy, of course. Slim Slammer, Mike, Kinahara, George Jones, Jay, my man JA3. Appreciate everybody. I appreciate it. If I missed you, go ahead, throw something in the chat. I'll shout you out right now. Frolian, what's up, Frolian? That's JB for you, wasting challenges. LOL, as a Cavs fan, we know how JB is. JB Big Staff. You can't put JB in the chat, Frolian. You can't put JB in the chat. That's Jalen Brunson out here. AP said, you was nervous. I wasn't nervous, AP. I was disappointed. In the way the game was officiated and how it got into the Knicks' head. But never once did I think that they were ever out of the game entirely. That's the difference. That's the difference between me and you. I keep the faith. I'm here day in and day out. Check my track record. This is year 3. Never once have I ever wavered in the Knicks' possibility of coming back and winning a game, unless it was absolutely a blowout. If he said you were sweating, I could see it in HD. Hey, man. That's why I got the windows open, trying to keep it cool in here. But I think that's going to be it, y'all. Up 3-1 in the series, going back to the Garden, winning it in 5 games. Gotta love it. You gotta absolutely love it. But I appreciate you, Angela Harding. I appreciate you. AP said it. For me, it's year 2. There might not be a whole lot of year 1 people in the chat. There may not be a whole lot of year 1 people in the chat. Year 1 was a weird year. Year 1 was absolutely a weird year. But I appreciate everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's still early in the day. It's only 4 o'clock. You got the rest of your Sunday. We obviously got basketball the rest of the day. What game's on now? I'm showing y'all for a second. It's Lakers, Minnesota. Cool. We got Boston, Orlando later tonight. What y'all think? Y'all want to hop back on for Boston, Orlando? Hold on. Y'all want to hop back on for Boston, Orlando? Let me know right now. Are we doing Boston, Orlando later? I'll do it. I'll do it if y'all want to do it. Mark said, yeah. Roger G. Wall said, yeah. Justin Dad said, please, yes. Mark said, do it. Let's watch the Lakers burn. I don't care about the Lakers. I don't really care about the Western Conference. Outside of the Clippers-Nuggets game, that's the only good series. But Boston, Orlando's at 7 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock now. I got about 2 hours. I'll set the stream up. I'll set the room up. See, Tyler said yes. Chris Rowe, appreciate you. D. Grant said, I did not see the Knicks game. Was it a game-winning shot by somebody? Karl Anthony Towns hit a crazy step-back deep three over Jalen Duren to put the Knicks up 1. Preceding that was a bunch of crazy shot making from Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, who hit another baseline fall-away jumper. And that step back three from Towns put the Knicks up by 1, D. Grant. And the Pistons came down, 11 seconds to go. And Cade Cunningham missed a pull-up jumper. Tim Hardaway Jr. missed a corner 3. Probably got fouled by Josh Hart, but I don't want to hear no crying from Pistons fans after that third quarter. Craziest third quarter I've ever seen. Just that JB was hurt and he came back as well, D. Grant. That was a crazy storyline as well. He had to go back in the locker room again to get the cape. He keep leaving that cape in the locker room, man. You just got to come out to start the game with the cape or leave it on the bench. Stop going back in the locker room. You're making us all worry. Just as his dad said, rewatch the game. Oh, to D. Grant? Yeah, that's definitely a rewatchable game, especially knowing the outcome. You don't have to sweat it out in that third quarter the way we were all sweating it out. AP said, where would this team be without Brunson? In the lottery, AP. It would be in the lottery. If you only took Jalen Brunson off this team and you still had Bridges, Anunoby, Towns, Josh Hart, McBride, all the guys, they would still be in the lottery. They would still be a lottery team. Maybe they would sneak into the play-in because the East play-in area is pretty bad. But they would be around a 40-win team. Just that first half was amazing, yeah. And the refs tried to give it back in that third quarter. The Knicks said, nah, we too good. We're too good. Jay said, let's close this out Tuesday. We don't have to go back to Detroit. Yeah, ain't nobody want to go back to Michigan, man. Get Michigan up out of here. So I think we're doing Boston, Orlando. I'm going to be watching that game anyway. It's an important game. Hoping for Orlando to win, obviously. Extend that series. David said, let's watch Rando and Devo now. Shout out Rando and Devo. Devo not playing all that well. I saw he got hurt the other day. Hopefully he's playing this game tonight. Just as that, if Orlando game is blowout, just dip. True. We could always do that. Nick Yak said Detroit has fight. Yeah, man. Yeah, and they're missing Ivy. Isaiah Stewart's been out since the first game as well. So. MBM said Cape? Nah, Grim Reaper hoodie. There's something different about JB when he comes out of the locker room, man. Does that if the Celtics are hitting, just dip out? All right. We're going to go live for it. If it ends up being a bad game, if it's a gentleman's sweep type of series and Orlando got their 1 win in Orlando, cool. We'll dip out of there, but yeah, we'll go live for it. He said Mitchell Robinson didn't do much today, so that cancels out Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, I mean, Robinson started off, I thought, good and strong and was playing well. And they went to hack a Mitch, I think, in the third quarter, which is why we didn't see him at all in the second half outside of, offense-defensive shifts. So a mixed bag from Robinson, mostly bad, but he did some good to start. The game. I thought his rebounding and his intensity helped set the tone a little bit for the Knicks in the start of the second quarter. The third quarter is where everything obviously went down the drain. So. Jack said Boston won't fight half as hard as this series. I don't know, man, but they're so skilled, they don't have to fight as hard. And if they do start fighting hard, that's why they're the best team in the league. That's when it's damn near impossible to beat them. David said good warm-up series for Boston. Yeah, I mean, it's locking them in, man. They're locked in right now, this team. No game is ever out of reach. They absolutely stole one against Detroit here today after the officials in the league tried to take this away from the Knicks and extend the series, and the Knicks said, nah, we're too good. Kay Hazy said Bickerstaff is way too upset for a team that didn't even have 20 wins last season. I mean, he's fighting for his team. He's a little too emotional as a coach. Terrible use of his challenges. Why did he use a challenge in the first quarter on an out-of-bounds play? Who cares, dog? It's the playoffs. This isn't the regular season anymore. What are you doing using a challenge there? But anyway, I'm gonna, take a break. I'm gonna go eat something. We'll be back for the Boston game just to watch it. If it ends up being a crappy game, we'll head out. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm watching it anyway, so I'm gonna go live. Probably the most interesting series outside of Knicks Pistons in the East, so we'll watch it. Just as Dad said, one more guy for the Celtics get hurt, and we could. Yeah, Drew Holiday didn't play the last game. Tatum sprained his wrist and missed the game in the series. He played the other night, though. Jaylen Brown had to get his knee drained before the playoffs started, so they're not healthy. They're not entirely healthy. They definitely look a little bit vulnerable. Now, even a vulnerable Celtics team should definitely still beat the Knicks in a playoff series. But hey, man, Knicks are showing some fight that they rarely showed in the regular season. They're showing some extra fight here in the postseason. That was an incredible fourth quarter. That was incredibly fun. I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. The extended closing here. Normally, I like to end it early so you guys can go enjoy the rest of your night. But it's early in the day. So go check out your favorite post games now. I'm going to head out. I appreciate y'all. If you're going to come in and watch the Orlando series later with us, I'll be back at 7. So I appreciate y'all. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Also, the Knicks play on Tuesday. So be ready for Tuesday. I believe it's a 7:30 start time as usual. Probably a TNT game. It's a Tuesday game, so should be TNT. Yeah, 7:30 start time on TNT. I'll see you guys then. I'm out, y'all. Stay hydrated. Drink your water. Brush your teeth before bed. Get a good night's sleep. I mean, it's a little early in the day to be thinking about that, but make sure you do that. It's important. I'm out, y'all. Bye.